I need that sports encyclopedia. U.S. Steve Kim. Got Trent in the cut.
What are you?
He's the best.
Yeah.
He's a master motivator.
I'm a master motivator. I ain't no regular ass motivator. I'm a fucking master.
Coaches tried to make practice so hard that the game was less intrusive. Like they coached you that way. Like people think, well, they were just yelling. No, they were trying to put you under stress and put you in under duress so that when you got in the game, you could mentally handle adversity.
If you go through JUCO and you make it out of JUCO, you can make it anywhere.
I respect the hell out of you to see that you're doing what you're doing and still doing what you're doing for real, the way you do it, man. From day one, you had the same enthusiasm. You keep the same enthusiasm, and it's fucking contagious.
In my opinion, I think Shedeur Snow's the best deep ball in college football. I don't think
he's. Can you just say something nice about Shedeur Sanders?
I love talking ball. It's nice to connect with guys that are like-minded and just are real and genuine.
And I'll proudly stand up next to you all. God bless America.
You said belt to ass, T-Red. You got the belt around you. Coach JB Show.
What up? It is Merciless Monday on the realest show on Planet ERF. We are here in the building. Pound that like, subscribe. If you're not a member, become one as we get closer to the football season. 8 weekends away, 8 short weekends from football kickoff, football palooza at the JB Slapdick Cigar Lounge and Studio. Plus, might get some yacht shows. Who knows? I gave some of y'all a show last night. Anyway, we're in the building. Pound that like if you're not having already when you walk in the door. Don't let it hit you on the way out if you leave. And make sure you pound the like. Do us a favor. Helps the algorithm out. But we're here on Merciless Monday, so we're taking no mercy on a Merciless Monday, of course. We got former Major League Baseball pitcher Clay Hensley joining us in a little while. We'll talk All-Star Weekend as we approach the summer dog days of MLB, and we'll get into it. But the thumbnail claims show you right what it means. Is Colorado in trouble as Deion Sanders enters season 3? Per most college football media outlets and 247 Sports, has the Buffaloes ranked last in recruiting amongst the big boys of college football. They currently hold the 101st spot in recruiting class for the 2026 season. According to 247 Sports, and only have 5 commits for the 26th class. So I ask you, are they in trouble in Boulder? Deion's health in question. Haven't seen the media barrage and social media presence that we are accustomed to in the last 2 seasons when Shedeur, Travis, and Shiloh were running things. We will dive deep into that this morning on the realest show on planet Earth. Mexico beat the U.S. in soccer 2-1, further proving we are just trying to play a sport that doesn't belong in this country. We are never good at it. The struggle with Mexico, where soccer is king, is real. America, you're a joke in soccer. Stop playing it. It's not fun to watch. In other news, Clayton Kershaw gets a special invite to All-Star Game weekend, plus 2-time home run derby champ Pete Alonso declines this year's event, stating that he just wants to take the 3 days off since he hasn't got to enjoy the time before. The Washington Nationals fired Coach Dave Martinez, and they're looking to start fresh with someone new right out as we hit All-Star Weekend. And then Jonas Valanciunas, whatever the fuck his name is, may go into play at Greece over Denver, but Denver expects him to honor his contract. We'll find out. Plus, again, Clay Hensley joins us, former Major League Baseball pitcher. But what do I know? What I do know is the Far East Side of 317, LeBron Hairline Heaven, Lamar Jackson Lovin', AR5 Defendant, and Caitlin Clark Jock and Fox Sports' very own Big Smitty joins the show.
Here we go. There go the beat. There go the beat. It's a little delay right there. What's going on, y'all, man? It's Monday. Your boy slept good, man. I'm feeling crazy. JB looking around. He was on the yacht all weekend. Had the oohs shaking. There's a lot going on, man. We got the chat here. Bailey in the back. Gold Blue, DeBono, Gene, Kaminsky, Accord, TBB. The whole crew here, man. I miss y'all a little bit.
A little bit?
Yeah.
So you miss y'all a little bit. Is that the same as damn near good?
There you go. There you go. Now you start to connect the dots. Macro. How you doing, man? You all right?
Yeah, I got, life cracking.
You look happy today. Like in a long time, you look happy. Your energy's different. Your tone,
Feel down, like horrible.
Look hella happy.
Gotta go see my mom. She got put in the emergency room last night. I'm on the yacht. I get a phone call. I'm like, what's cracking here? But she cool. She got a little low sodium and shit. She cool. Shoot. So I'm gonna go see her. Then it's crazy. Social media is a trip, homie. Wow. I can't wait to get off it. I can't wait to be the thing and get off it. Huh? It's like you can't. No one's ever gonna win on there. You ain't winning on social media, homie, because nobody's are on there. There's just a bunch of troll nobodies with no profile picture. You know, they don't have to be anybody. They can say whatever they want,
and they got all day too.
They got all day. You're never gonna win. You know what I mean? It's crazy though. It's fucking crazy, but it's funny. I posted that video because I don't ever post shit like that. I posted that shit on purpose, fucking around.
Yeah, I was scrolling last night. I said, "Oh shit, who is this? Who posted this?"
I could post a few more on there, but yeah, of another long story. But anyway,
cool little visual. And I don't know what was going on with the other one who's under the cover.
Yeah, she is gog.
That was interesting over there.
I knew you'd find out, figure out what's going on over there.
Right.
You didn't know what was going on. Yeah. The number one thing people tripped about was, had a problem with was, though, there was a bag of Doritos.
What?
The bag of Doritos that was there.
I saw the bag.
Yeah, I guess that was like it was a horrible post because of that.
Oh, they're saying you should have moved the bag to make it more clear.
Yeah, why is she? And then she a fat broad and all this shit. Like, come on. See, she's only fat to little dick motherfuckers.
Right.
That's the problem. See, that's the problem, homie. That's the problem. I don't get it. I don't know what's going on. Bag. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that.
Yeah, I was wondering who was going on over there. That's the interesting part. But
yeah,
I know she wasn't asleep at that time.
Thanks for showing that on the show, Bailey. So all the other bitches trip today, but it's cool.
She wasn't asleep. Definitely wasn't asleep. Definitely wasn't asleep. So I don't know.
Well,
anyway, the Doritos though, to me that added to the video.
Right, and I like damn, motherfucker eating Doritos. Yeah.
It was like cool. He got Doritos. He got drink. He got. It's like it was like a extra thing.
Yeah. Anyway,
what do I know?
That's not my bitch. I'm just throwing it out there. It was just a bitch that wanted to come over there fuck around. But
ain't your what?
I mean, I fucked, but I'm saying it wasn't like she wasn't like my bitch.
Which one?
Huh?
I
don't know. There's a lot going on, man. We're getting the show going. Smitty, it's quote of the day. It's a beautiful morning. It's Monday, Merciless Monday. Beautiful pathways aren't discovered without getting lost first.
That's top 25. I like that. So yeah, that's good right there. That's deep. That's deep, homie.
Speaking of deep, homie, can I tell you a story?
Yes, let's go. Yes, so happy.
Almost died yesterday.
Really?
Everybody. That bitch, other bitch, Ruben, my homie, other homie.
Hey, you almost died, homie.
Huh?
What happened?
I was going fast. On the way in, I wanted to go fast, get in the real water, come up the coastline real quick.
Saturday night.
And I'm flying, cool. I'm at about 4,500 RPMs, and then I lose RPMs. I lose down to 3,500. So I'm like, why'd I lose power? I'm like, we're not on no waves or nothing like before. So I'm like, we're just moving along, and I'm looking back, and I see a fucking rope coming across, right past behind Ruben's head, all the way just out. Fucking anchor came loose and came off the top, and then just let all 350 foot of rope and chain out, and I'm dragging that motherfucker.
No.
Yeah, homie.
What?
And it was rough. So then I gotta stop, about face the waves coming now, and I gotta go. And then it fucking anchored. So I'm
How did
anchored.
the anchor get loose?
Homie, I don't know, dog. The spindle must have came loose after bumping the spindle. I gotta lock it in I gotta put another bolt in. The motherfucker came loose. The spindle came loose, and it probably let it out.
Homie.
But homie, it anchors. I'm anchored. But if it would have grabbed, let's just say it hit a rock.
Right.
I don't know what would happen. I don't know. Hopefully it would have just ripped it off the front end, or it just turns the whole boat around, Smitty. Like,
Homie, that's every
anyway,
time you get on this boat, something happens, homie.
But that's not the funny part. The funny part is facing waves as I'm having to try to navigate, because I'm the captain, so I'm gonna go down with the ship if I'll save the bridges and everybody. But then Ruben's trying to help me lift the anchor, and my other homeboy, he's up there pulling slack, but then I'm anchored. And now we're taking waves, and I'm anchored in the middle of the ocean.
You can't move, it's hitting you.
So I gotta oh man. So then I finally get it up, dog. 350 feet up. I'm fucking all cut up. And I'm sore as fuck out. So Ruben and I have a beef going right now because he don't understand the difference between go and ho.
Oh.
So he wants me to come up with a new word for him, so he knows how to use the the windlass and pull up the anchor, because I'm like, go, now ho! And I'm having to like, so
that is kind of close though to be, especially when it's loud, it's waves. Yeah. He been drinking, smoking, all types of going on. Like, you probably should come up with another word for that.
Yeah, but like, I don't know, like what? I don't know. He's Mexican. I don't know, cállate, or I don't know what to say to Ruben anymore. But anyway,
that's crazy. It's kind of embarrassing too in front of the girls.
Yeah, damn near died. Ruben said, to let you know, damn near died, whatever that means.
I'm glad y'all here, Rube.
Yeah, it's fun. I said fuck it, man. I don't give a fuck. See, people don't think I got a million of those videos by a million different bitches, by the way, over years. But I don't post that shit. I don't put my business out there. But fuck it. I'm like, fuck them. I'm gonna start putting a new bitch video go out today.
It's 2025, man. Might as well.
I'm gonna throw another bitch's video out there today.
If it's gonna help us blow up, just do it.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
Can't put on Instagram though. Too many hoes over there.
These streamers making all types of money. These streamers posting everything, and they billionaires now. So I guess that's the landscape we live in. Let's go to Instagram and start a close friends, and you can post up to your close friends, and you can keep certain girls out of it that you don't want to see it.
What's that mean?
It's called close friends. So Betty can explain it to you later, maybe. So literally, you ever go on Instagram and look at people's stories, and it's a green circle around their name?
Fuck, I couldn't remember. I don't know.
Well, if you ever on there today and you see a green circle around any of your friends' names, like at the top, that means you're added to their close friends list, which means they created a private story list where only certain people can see it, and that way some of your other AEs can't see it. Go ahead, Jason.
I have a question. How do you know about this?
It's like a regular, because I do social media. It's close, like everybody knows it. You're just old. I don't have a close friends though. That's what you're asking me, but everybody knows what a close friends. I just want to ask
like how you knew about it so tight, like so you knew so much about it. That's all. I've
been doing social media for almost a decade. As far as my actual job,
you got to get out of that.
And I'm in a lot of people's close friends because they trust me. So,
interesting twist. Contrary to belief, also powered by, right there, Smitty. It hurt because it mattered. Contrary to belief. That's very deep. A lot of people don't understand that. Well, that what do you guys call it? CTB.
Quote, yeah, you said it.
Not a quote. CTB. No, it's a statement. It hurt because it mattered. Period. Bam. Explanation point. Like it's not even a quote. But
it is a quote. Like you just described it, because you said before a quote is when it's just boom, just straightforward. You said CTB is when it's two things and you compare them. So you know.
Smitty, it hurt because it mattered is so deep, because it's just like posting that picture of the ass.
Yeah.
they only respond because it matters to them, and it hurts them because they live it with their mama, and they never had pussy, and they don't get it. They don't understand what it is. They don't know what other skin feels like other than little boy skin. Like they don't understand that there's other, there's soft skin out there, not just all little boy skin. You know what I'm saying? Like they gotta get out and understand. They don't get it. And like the little boys, man, they just really have a problem. And I don't get it, but it hurt them because it mattered, homie. It hurt them because it mattered. Like I let people down. Apparently,
really.
Here's the irony. Hey, want to hear the irony?
Yeah.
This is why you don't coach no more.
Because you got ass in front of you.
But before it was because of Hitler.
They switch it every single time.
Oh, before it's because I cussed out Bobby Bruce. And I cussed coaches out. I yelled at coaches, and I was an asshole, and I'm a slap dick, and every time, homie. I'm telling you, I'm just gonna start posting just random crazy shit. Fuck it, we're gonna blow up. I'm gonna Drewski it. Fuck it. Start doing fucking Drewski, homie. I'm gonna start Drewskiing it. This is why I don't that.
When you say that, I mean you can start coming up with like creative skits and like being funny and stuff like that.
I'm just gonna post life. That's it. It's a skit. My life is a skit.
That might be a bar. What you just said. My life is a skit. Could be a good CTB, homie. But what got me tripped out is the Doritos. That's the part that got me kind of.
Oh yeah, the Dorito, because the little dick motherfuckers. She's fat and blah, blah.
Oh, okay. That's the connection.
By the way, she literally has like almost damn near a 6-pack.
Strong, fit.
Yeah, like but they don't get they think that like they want like a bitch with just back.
This little.
But just back all the way down.
No, that's it all.
I couldn't even have that near me. Like another bitch that was covered up too. I was like, shit.
What was she doing over there though?
Huh?
None.
She but a lot going on, man. There was a lot going on.
Well, I'm glad you're alive. I'm glad Ruben's alive. I'm glad the AEs are alive, man. And I'm glad we're here on this beautiful Monday to do this show, man. So thank you.
Yeah. She sure is out there though. But poll question, Smitty, let's dive right into it. Is Colorado in trouble?
Woo, man.
I know Bailey has covered this team closely with Big Matt. See if Big Matt will come back. Big Matt will probably be on during the football season for everybody out there that wants to know. I talk to Matt all the time, by the way, so there's no issue going on. I don't know if people always think that. I've been fucking with Matt for 5 years now, and every year, wouldn't that? Fuck, homie. God damn. Anyway, football season will be lit. We're working on a lot of different things. But Smitty, according to 247, they got 5 commits for the 26th class. Now, I don't know, like, how people want to take this. I guess there's room for concern if you're a Colorado fan-based guy. But there is no more Colorado fan-based guys. There's Deion Sanders fan-based guys. And then the original Colorado fans are a bunch of fuckers that are used to just losers and losing. So that fan base will come back again when Colorado becomes irrelevant again. That's how I look at it.
Gotcha.
Or if they do. So he's in year 3. I know as a former head coach, in year 3 is a critical year. This is like your 3-year plan for success. This is the year that most things come to fruition that you put into the goals and all the shit you set aside, the staff, everything that I wanted to do, the culture, everything. This is the year, Smitty. Like, this is the big jump year you should see. I might be different on this, Smitty, than people probably expect. But I'm curious to get your take on it. I know Bailey might pop in. He's got more insight. But high school wise, they lost the best recruit in Colorado. He went to Oklahoma, one of Matt's guys. So people are giving Matt shit. No, you don't put it.
Why'd you make him commit? Why you make him stay?
Yeah, so you got that side of it. Then you got like Deion's health. Let's be honest. Now they don't know. Where's his health? Is he coming back? Is this a plan because he wanted to get out after his sons played there and with Travis? Blah 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 blah. So you have all this out there floating around. So I guess in that sense, breaking it down, and Colorado probably could be in trouble, but I don't believe the casual Colorado Boulder fan from Colorado is that fan base. That's the problem. I don't think they have a real fan base. I think this fan base right now is prime and the prime sexuals. That's just my gut opinion. I don't think they have a true Colorado Buffalo fan base. That fan base goes away and only comes back when they're kind of like bad. That's unfortunate. That's just how it is. That's a lot of fan bases. I don't know if this is a big deal to me, Smitty, because I know how the recruiting works and how this thing unfolds. He doesn't go get high school kids anyway. But losing number one big-time kids in Colorado, it's one thing, but maybe they don't look at them that same way. Maybe they don't think the kid's talented. Let's be honest. There's talent that's came out of Denver. Let's be honest. Denver's had talent, but they're not the hotbed in the nation of talent. Like I got to be honest with you. I understand there's been some couple running backs, and Christian McCaffrey's there. His daddy played there. I don't know if he's really from there, but anyway, there's talent that's come out of Denver, but it's not like fucking a hotbed. It's not Florida and California and Texas. So I just want to be honest. So having said that, maybe they don't like him. Maybe they don't like the number one kid in Colorado. That happens. That shit happens, by the way. He may not fit his style, his program. I know they had some kids decommit on him. I know they had some kids transfer just like everybody else. He goes after the portal kids, Smitty. I'm not really going to hold too much to this, but I am going to hold the fact that I don't know if this program can be sustainable without big-time transfer portal kids every single year and build some sort of culture. But I've been saying that for 3 years. So that's still out there for me. I still want to see that, but I don't know if that landscape's going to allow it either. So I don't know. It's not a big deal to me, Smitty, for some reason, because he's got a good freshman queue. Yeah. If he keeps him and builds, he's got the transfer queue. You got transfer portal that's always going to be there now. Fucking 4 times open a year, or whatever the hell is ridiculous. I don't know, man. We'll see. This is the year though for me that decides his future.
Yeah, I mean, I think you and I are on the same page with this, which is a shocker for me. But yeah, I don't look at this as a big deal either. It's like right now with the landscape, the way recruiting goes, I'm curious to know how many commits do a lot of these schools have, this early in the game. And then also on top of that, let's say they did have like 10 commits at this point. What does that mean? Because these kids are so fugazi. They commit one day, decommit the next, go here, go there. So like it doesn't even really matter in today's landscape because these kids are they change their minds like they change draws. So for me, the concern is just his health. Like like if they're going to be in trouble, it's because his health and him not being able to be there and be the full energetic Coach Prime, Coach Deion Sanders that he is. So but if he can get that under taken care of, then I'm good. I'm not worried about this commits at all. I think they have a pretty solid team this year. And to your point, this is like the prove it year. It's like year one was like, all right, just getting your foot in the door. Year two, we saw a lot of growth, but then you lost your son who's QB, you lost Travis Hunter. Now it was like, all right, let's see how really good of a coach you are without your son, without Travis Hunter. Like this is like that first class that he's had to like just completely recruit. There's no people that he brought along the journey from Jackson State. Like this is his doing. Now let's see how good you are. And there's a lot of talent on there on paper. Now it's a matter of like, can you put it all together? So I'm not concerned right now as far as the commits, but yeah, I am concerned about Deion's health. I will say that. I saw a video, was it like last week? I think Lil Wayne stopped by to go visit him. It was real brief, but just saw him and Deion walking. I don't know. Like Deion looked a little skinny to me, but it was so quick, it's hard to tell. But I just hope he's okay, and that's where my concern comes in at.
Just for context, USC leads the pack. They got the number one recruiting class right now in 26. They got 31 commits.
Damn, got you.
24-star, 10 3-star, 1 5-star. Now Georgia's second with 27 commits. And then the list goes down. So everybody, A&M's 24, Notre Dame has 25, Alabama has 19, Ohio State has 21. But Alabama has 19, but they got 4 5-star.
Right.
The SC has 1 5-star.
And the schools you're naming, these are the top dogs you named right here. So.
Then it goes Ohio State with 21. Then it's got Michigan with 20, Miami with 20, Clemson with 20, LSU with 14. But then they got, again, 10 4-stars, 1 fucking 5-star. Then Florida State has 22. Oregon has 14, but 3 5-stars. Texas has 17 with 2 5-stars. Penn State's got 25 commits already. And it goes all the way down, right? UCLA's got 21. North Carolina has 30 commits.
Bill Belichick.
But here's the problem, though. Commit means dick in college football now. I'm really not sold on commits and all that shit. Commit means nothing to me because these kids are, like you said, they're fucking fugazi anyway. They're going to bounce anyway. They're not even going to be there. I guarantee you 31 of these commits at USC, fucking 20 of them won't be there. And that's crazy. And so, like, I'm not holding too much weight to the high school class, but it is sad to see the high school class that's absolutely been just destroyed. High school football, its fabric has been destroyed because of recruiting and the portal plucking that we see going on. The true, blood life of the sport has been just dismantled, and we're losing a lot of good quality, organic, development. It's not there no more. You're not getting the high school kid. You're not getting the JUCO kid. The JUCOs are imploding. The high school's becoming just, I'm going to transfer 4 times to try to get a bag in high school now. So high school is going to become what college is right now. And then NFL is going to even get, I'm just telling you, dog, I've been saying it for years, but I'm just telling you, it's starting to line up really, really closely as I've been describing over the last few years. I'm telling you, it's crazy. But we'll see. We're interested, Smitty.
No, it definitely is, man. 100%, man. T's and P's up for Dion, and we shall see. We'll see what happens, man. If they have a good year this year, he comes back healthy, I think he'll have no problems getting in the transfer portal for next year and getting recruits. But
Bailey seems to think it's highly concerning.
Yeah, I see that in the chat. To me, you got to think though, if you're a high school kid, right, or anybody who's thinking about who's getting recruited, or whatever, and you don't know the health of your head coach, why would I commit? Because, like, let's knock on wood, but let's say worst case scenario, like Dion has to leave, he can no longer coach. It's like, well, shoot, I'm gonna sit back and chill. So I think this health thing is a huge factor into kids being uncertain. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, to your point, let's be real. Most kids ain't going to Colorado for the history of Colorado. They're going for Dion. So if Dion is sick, why am I going there? It's not like it's LA, some big city, or it's Colorado. I know it fits Colorado, but like you said, it's not a hot spot people want to be at. So again, if the reason I'm going there is Dion and he's not healthy, then I don't want to go there. So I think once we get clarity on that, I think we'll see the numbers shift. That's just my opinion.
And you don't. So here's the other thing. You're not seeing every 5-second post, video clips, all the clipping, all the relevance that we've seen the last 2 years from walking down runways and shit and models in Paris to all the shit. You're not seeing no more. Now I get that the Suns and all that, but here's what a buddy of mine told me that's Colorado alum. He was like, yeah, but what does that say to the current kid? So you were all in making all this shit go viral and selling out spring games and ticket boosts and money and all the revenue that you've allowed. That's why you got paid, Dion. That's why Dion got the money. Let's be clear. I said it. I said, remember we had that whole is he worth it versus earned it deal.
Yeah.
But I'm saying here's the issue though. Like he made a decent point. Are you just saying fuck you guys now? We're not going to continue. That's not our brand, or was it just a family brand? Was it just a family thing to post all this shit, or are we going to do that for the program and whoever comes in it? Because I haven't seen it. So I might be wrong. I haven't been on social media, I guess, like that, but I haven't seen the barrage of fucking social media, of clipping, of the YouTubes, of all the shit. I haven't seen it. So I don't know if that doesn't mean it just was a lot more in the algorithm, I guess, the last couple of years. But I haven't seen it as much. So I'm curious because if you know how kids are, if you're spiteful because, it was only about his son, it was about Travis. Because they asked me that shit. They used to ask me that shit. Like, be real. Coach, you only fuck with Smitty? You don't fuck with me like that? Come on, dog. That's a real thing. Kids are fucking like they lost their daddy or they lost their fucking homie or their mentor. Nah, it's a real thing. If they get in their feelings, Smitty, they'll fuck around and start departing ways real quick because they're going to be like, oh, you was just out for your kid. You were just out for your other son, Travis. You know, they call him the other son. So you're going to have all that hoopla in the locker room too.
Yeah.
So
if you're not doing it, but like, I it's funny because I haven't seen them in my algorithm either. So I just did a quick Twitter search on their page just to kind of see if they're still doing content, and they are still doing content. But like, I just think, with them not having no real stars right now, it just people don't care because it's not a matter of what you're doing; it's who's doing it. So at the time, like you said, if Shador's walking on the runway, everybody's gonna make a big deal of it. If Shador makes a good throw at practice, oh my God, he's the Heisman winner. But like when it's just a regular guy at quarterback, when I say regular, I mean like from a superstardom standpoint, like just an everyday guy or whatever, nobody's gonna care. He can make the same throw. Nobody cares. It's just it's the person who's doing it, not the actual action of what they're doing. So they're still filming, still recording.
That's the point, though, Smitty. That's my point, though. Like, why was it only his kids getting that hype? Because they got a fucking highly touted freshman QB, dog, that I would be promoting like a motherfucker. Here's the thing: Deion brought his son in. He was in the Heisman consideration for a long time, and then. All that, like you had all this accolades, you broke records at Colorado, you had Travis Hunter, all that shit. You got to put your foot somewhere as a head coach. And I'm not going to tell Deion what to do as a head coach. What I'm saying is it quarterback? Is it corner? What is it going to be? And this is what I mean. What I mean is, are you going to be the new factory for this or this? Because you had your son, you pushed at quarterback. Now, if you don't continue that, and then you play DB, so Travis Hunter makes sense. You're the legendary best corner ever in football, blah, blah, blah. That one of these two things has to be your staple as your head coach. Because let's be honest, he's not the coordinator on offense. He's not the coordinator on defense. He's not like a Nick Saban, Pete Carroll, where he's known to be this schematical guru. He's a face. He's a figure. He's a legend. He's a Hall of Famer. He's the best ever. He's all this other shit. He has an aura around him. He is prime time Deion Sanders. Like, so my point is, like, what are you going to hang your hat on? Because if it was your quarterback that you just had a successful run with your own son, and now you got Juju in here, fuck, man, I'd be pushing the shit out of Juju as the next
problem
best
is, though, Juju probably not about to start because they got the transfer. Who's his name? Was it Salter or whatever?
Yeah, but
who's good, too.
Yeah,
so it's like, I'm not about to be pushing my backup. It's kind of weird.
Compare this. Texas and Sark, who's a quarterback guy. Yeah. And I'm not going to blame Deion for this because Deion's not a quarterback guy, but Deion understands he had a son that played it. He's been coaching 7-on-7 and all that shit through Dallas and all that shit through Texas with his kid. He's coached it, so he understands what he's doing. The thing I'm saying is, if you look at Sark, how much promotion and talk did you see with Arch Manning, homie? Even though, again, I compare that because Deion Sanders in prime.
No, great comparison.
Has a name, and so does Manning.
I disagree. I don't think Sark was the one pushing it, though. I just think that us, as fans, we're interested in the story of another Manning. We're interested in the story of Deion's son. It's not the schools pushing them more. It's we.
But I'm saying he was a backup. More. But he was a backup.
True, but I'm saying
you got to push Juju the same way.
The head coach can't control what we care about.
No. But they still did a lot. They still did. If you watch Texas, they had a bunch of shit promoted for Arch Manning, though. So like, you still did some things. I think you should do that because Smitty, Sark knows what he's doing. Sorry, he's like, hold on, I don't want to lose this motherfucker. Think about it now. These kids leaving now like this, if they're especially quarterback, when you got 2 big names and 3 big names, you're not staying there. So you got a transfer who might start, and then you got a big-time freshman. You got to promote the freshman today for tomorrow. Like, prep tomorrow today. Shit, I'm just saying, I haven't seen a lot of it that I'm used to seeing, and I would assume and think that he would be pushing that like in year 3, Because at some times, Smitty, in my opinion, something has to give, meaning, okay, what is Deion Sanders as a head coach? Is he a program builder or is he a program changer and then he hops from program to program? I know how that is. I've been that guy. I was at 4 schools in 4 years as a coach when I was young because that was the business. That was how the business worked. I got a call that offered me a better job. I got a call that went from quarterback coach to OC. I got a call from went to OC to head coach. It just happened to happen that way. I was a young, hot thing in California in JUCO world and recruiting prowess, and they boosted me up year to year to year. So is Deion going to go from Colorado to Alabama? That's what coaching is. I'm not mad at it. I'm just telling you what's going to be his staple. Like, he's got to have something. Is he a culture builder? Is he just a program rebuilder? Or is he a program changer? Meaning, I changed the program. Thanks a lot. You paid me to do my job. I got you boosting sales. I'm out. Now I'm headed to Alabama. So, like, I'm cool with it either way, though, homie, because this is the business. It's always been that business. But the grown folks in the business should be the ones that are able to do so, though. And then I know you and Matt and everybody else compares that to the kids, where I'm always the guy on the other side. Like, nah, kids shouldn't have that right to do whatever the fuck they want to do at 17 years old. That's a whole nother story. We already had that debate, but that is why I think the head coach should be able to do what he's done. He's earned that right. The kid hasn't earned that right yet. Now, if you want to give him a one-time transfer like Smitty says, like we used to have, because the coach lied to you or something, I'm all for that. If the coach lied to you and all that shit, let him go. He should be able to go wherever he wants to go. I'm all for that. But I think it should only be once, though, because then it's going to be a crutch. And my coach left. Then my next coach left. And then my next coach left. Nah, homie, you get one time. Pick a fucking spot and sit with it. I'm just saying, Smitty, at some point, we got to realize what is Deion. And I don't know if we know that right now today. Other than, I think if I asked you right now, you would be like, that's prime. That's Deion Sanders. Like, that's all we know. That's all we know. We don't know what he is. He's loses coaches, high turnover. That's coaching. I've always said it. I'm not tripping on the coaching world. He's went after some big name NFL guys to try to create an NFL atmosphere there, et cetera, et cetera. Zimmer didn't work too well. It's his boy, his mentor. Other guys moved back on to the NFL. I don't know if you have a definitive answer on what is Deion Sanders today as a head coach. Because if he leaves, everyone's going to fucking backstab him. Everybody out there that were prime sexuals are going to backstab him because they're going to say, oh, you were only there for your son. You ain't sick, blah, blah, blah. All that shit's going to come out next.
Yeah.
See, I'm not a bitch made. I'm not a bitch made cat to go out there and do all that bullshit. I'm just going to always be the same cat. And I've been saying it from the jump. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with them. Hopefully he's healthy and all that other shit. But I know when you amputate a foot, man, or toes, the next thing it just trickles upwards, man. It's a bad business, and cold weather don't help either. And I've been saying that shit for 2 years on this show, but I hope he coaches. I do want to see year 3. I want to see what he's actually created there. But you can't be gone this long and continue
to like build culture, right?
Because everyone's now going to forget about it. It's like, what have you done for me lately?
Yeah, I mean, he has to be there for camp. Like, so that's the main thing. So, right now it's kind of like, I don't know if I'm assuming they're still in Colorado right now, but I'm assuming they're going to have like a week off here soon, and then they'll come back and it'll be camp probably towards the end of the month. So we're right around the thick of things. Like I said, right now they're doing a lot of just, summer workouts, stuff like that. So it's not the end of the world right now, but we're getting to that point where it's like, all right, coach, now you got to be here. This is the time where you have to be here. So we'll see, man. Like you said, we got to sit back and wait. But like you said earlier, we're what, 8? You said 8 weekends away from football? What was that? Yeah. That was NFL, I think you're talking about, right? Or was that college?
College.
That was college. So 8 weekends away. So like we're right around the corner. So and that's for the season. That's not for camp and like getting ready. So we got to see, man, and obviously I'm rooting for him. So go from there.
I'm not rooting for him, but I've always had great ties to Colorado, great friends to Colorado. We've had Chad Brown on, obviously one of my best friends is a Colorado legend. Like the bottom line is, I've always had we've had a ton of California kids that have made Colorado what Colorado is to this day. Colorado has lived off California kids. We've always been. So is Oklahoma and Nebraska, contrary to everyone's belief. So those three teams who basically ran college football for, late 80s, early 90s, are all California kids. Compton, LA, IE, San Diego. That was what Colorado, Oklahoma, and Nebraska's roster was comprised of. I mean, it just is what it is. And the bottom line is, Smitty, I don't know in this current landscape, do you really have a recruiting hotbed? Do you have I go here to get everyone in the country, if you go look around, where is Texas's where is like the Longhorns? Where is their bread and butter? Where are they guaranteed to go lock down their kids? California, SC, UCLA, everyone should, Ohio State, Michigan, everybody, Penn State, right? Everybody should have their all right, this is our spot, dog. We get the modern day kid at SC. We get them kid. Like Pete Carroll got those kids. It was a guarantee. He got those kids. All that type of shit. I don't know if Colorado has that. Colorado don't have that right now. And I'm not picking on Colorado. I don't know who has that anymore because of how crazy this portal is, how crazy college football landscape has become. I don't know if anybody has that anymore. So I don't know. Like, where's Ball State? Where was their bread and butter? Where'd they go to guarantee? Warren Central? Was it? Did they go out of state? Was like some schools like Ohio, Michigan, by the way, is a hotbed. Been in Pennsylvania for a long, long time. They go grab Pennsylvania guys. Ohio State's been a Pennsylvania school for a long time. Eddie George and all those guys, Philadelphia kids. New Jersey. We had a crazy pipeline in New Jersey for some reason at SC. Not we, but I'm talking LA.
Yeah.
Pete Carroll had some crazy connection with SC in New Jersey for some reason. Because if you get one big time player out of that city or state that's not very big, like New Jersey, then the rest of the kid, Brian Cushing went out to SC and that motherfucker was a dude.
Right.
And now the next best thing out of New Jersey, when you get a chance, you get him.
Yep, 100%. I remember one of my teammates, he went to Virginia Tech. We were all young. We were like, oh, man, let's go to Virginia Tech. It was like a big deal for us at the time. So you're absolutely right about that. But yeah, I don't know. I wonder, I mean, earlier you named off some of these schools that have like 30 recruits or commits already, 25, the Georgias. I wonder if those schools still kind of have like their go-to spots and stuff like that. I'd be surprised like Georgia probably still dominating some areas in the South, I'm sure. And they got some go-to spots on, because some of these schools, these blue buds, like kids still care about that. As much as the transfer portal is a thing, and it is, these kids still like, if you say you play at Georgia, that still means something. If you play the LSU, that means something. Bama, like that still holds weight.
Let me give you, here's 31 commits. I'll just run down the list real quick. So they got a quarterback out of Illinois, out of Frankfort, Illinois. USC does. Who committed on signing day in February. Actually, on my birthday, February 21st, he committed. You got Deshaun Rideau. He's from Westlake Village right here in California. Then you got another kid from Plainsville, Ohio. Then you got a DeSoto, Texas kid, a wideout. Mm-hmm. Then you got a Rancho Santa Margarita kid, buddy of mine's son, Trent Mosley, right here in Rancho Santa Margarita. You got another Sherman Oaks, Notre Dame kid, Sherman Oaks, the Valley. You got a kid out of Louisiana. Then you go back to the Valley in Chatsworth, back to Mater Dei. So they got Mark Bowman, the big-time tight end, the 5-star tight end out of Mater Dei. Then they go Bradenton, Florida, IMG Academy kid. Then they got the other O-tackle, the 6'7", 275 kid out of Folsom here in up north in California. Mm-hmm. Then they got a Littleton, Colorado kid out of Valor Christian, who Matt and everybody understands Valor Christian is one of the best schools in Denver and in Colorado. 6'6", 260 kid, a 3-star. They got him out of Colorado's backyard. Right here at SC. How did you out-recruit Deion Sanders at SC from L.A. if the culture – that's all I'm trying to sell you. But I go down this list, though.
But, I mean, you can do that a lot. I mean, like, if you go to –
that's what I'm saying, though.
There's Indiana kids that didn't go to IU and went to somewhere else, or Ohio kid that shows Michigan or Ohio State and vice versa. You know what I'm saying?
No, all I'm saying is the 5-star Bowman at Mater Dei was leaving to Alabama, Colorado. He was leaving LA 2-3 years ago under Lincoln Riley when he first got there.
Right.
And that's why SC's been shitty. you have to lock down your 5-star, dog, in your home city. You have to, or you're never going to be successful. That's just how I see it. Now, guess what? Lincoln Riley, number 1 recruiting class. Bowman, the best player in California, tied in number 1 tight end. Guess what happens? He locked them. Well, apparently, we'll see. But nowadays, back in the day, commit means we got him.
Yeah.
Nowadays, shit, he might be at Colorado. So you don't know anything. So what I'm saying is, though, Colorado's got to lock down their best player in their state. And they haven't been able to do that for whatever reason. Maybe Deion don't like him. It is what it is. I've had those situations, too. You didn't want to get him, and I walked in like, motherfucker shitty. And people look at me like, damn, he's a 5-star. I'm like, motherfucker, he ain't my 5-star. Right. So I feel Deion on that too. Deion could totally be like, this motherfucker's in Colorado. He ain't playing nobody. He's shitty. So, and I'm not even going to go into depth, but I know some coaches on that staff that
shoot.
That think that way a little bit too, by the way.
Yeah.
And I know that to be fact. But I'm just saying, you never know, Smitty. That's all I'm saying. You never know how this thing works. But I just know this. They're the last recruiting school. They're number 16 out of 16 teams in their own conference. So 5 commits.
Not a good thing.
And the next thing, the next 12 commits is the lowest by Houston in that conference.
The closest one, yep.
They got 7. They got 7 less than that.
Listen, it's not a good thing, but I'm still gonna stand by. I'm not concerned. Again, I just think we need an update on Deion's health. I think that'll change things. So that's where I'm at. So before we go to commercial break in about 10 minutes, I do want to dive into another topic though. Kind of staying on the Colorado, storyline to a degree. Travis Kelce was on a podcast the other day and was talking about how teams will deal with the superstar, wide out DB Travis Hunter if he does play both ways. And there's a video here we can check out.
Do you think he's going to be good in the NFL?
Hell
and that's
yes.
a hard question to ask because you're still active.
100%.
But what's the expectation of this
World-class
kid? All
athlete.
pro, both sides?
Both sides? See, that's the thing. I don't know how they're going to divvy it out. I don't know if because teams are going to be going after him. If he plays corner, they're going to run deep balls at him all day. They're going to run the wide receivers just take off on him all day just to try and get him tired.
Yeah. His aura, his attitude, pregame, everything.
Juice.
He's got the juice and he plays.
Yeah.
He loves football.
I saw him play basketball and I was like, oh yeah, he's
an athlete.
He's an athlete.
What do you think about that? You agree with Travis? Do you think Travis Kelce? Do you think teams will just be going deep against him all day long at corner if he plays both sides and try to tire him out? Or I guess what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, that's exactly what I've been saying. But what do I know? There's no difference in what I said. No different what I said. Kelce said it right now.
Let me ask you this though. So saying that we are assuming that he's going to be in man coverage all game, because
that's what you have to do, right?
If he's in cover 2, it don't fucking matter.
But let me ask you:
I'm gonna drop down. I'm gonna guard him to the spot. Boom, pass him off to the safety. You can go deal all you want to. It don't matter.
Let me ask you this:
Football's not that simple.
Let me ask you this: do you make a trade to move up to get this kid as high as you got him to put him as a quarter coverage corner with 2 high safeties? Is he just an average of the run-of-the-mill Joe? I can put in.
He might not be man every single time, though.
I get it. I'm saying, though, you don't – this is Deion Sanders, right? Deion's compared him – isn't this the new Revis Island? This is Richard Sherman.
This is different right here. This is Richard Sherman sprinkled with a little bit of.
If it's different,
Jefferson. I don't know what this is. This is different.
If it's different, then why don't I want the best defense in football? I want to load the box and I want to get rid of my safeties and lock this guy down. And if he's so motherfucking legit,
are you saying are you moving ahead left and right? I don't like your energy right now.
I did all this to get a quarters corner. Fucking Bailey can play quarters corner right now, homie.
No, he can't. No offense.
Yeah, he's 22, homie.
Yeah, we are O-lineman, homie.
But I'm saying anybody can
play the pool, Bailey. Fuck talk about.
Anybody can play quarters coverage. I got this motherfucker to be the motherfucker, not no fucking run of the mill average. I know he plays for the Jags, but is he a Jag? Just another guy?
Stop! Don't disrespect this guy right here.
Well,
Heisman winner, jersey retired after 2 seasons, one of the best athletes we've ever seen. Stop it, homie. Stop
I'm telling you right now, homie. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Say it.
No. I'm telling you right. Well, you already know where I'm at with him. I don't think he's that guy like you all think. But here's the thing. I think his ball skills are amazing. I think his ball skills are next level.
Balls.
But that's what makes him different at corner. Because at wideout, he's just another guy. At corner with wideout, big time ball skills, he can be elite. Deion Sanders taking picks of the house, returning punt. I think he's different.
Do ball skills not matter as a receiver? I'm confused.
No, they do, but he's not that guy at receiver. Like, he's not the guy that has all the shit to be one of the best wide receivers. He can do it at corner because he separates himself. Go ask Sauce Gardner and them how easy it is to catch picks in games. Those guys don't have ball skills like this kid, homie. This kid has ball skills that can take picks.
I'll say Travis, respectfully.
Hey, be different. Why go play wideout and be just another guy?
He gonna play both. He gonna play both.
Because you play for the Jags? Did you play for the Jags? Just other guys?
You tell me Travis can't be top 10 on both sides?
I am telling you that.
So, all right. In the event he does this, what you going to say on this show? Hypothetically.
If I say I admit, right? When I say I'm wrong, I'll say I'm wrong. Like I did Caleb.
No, like, it got to be like a big, like, we got to do like 30 minutes. It came in on quick, like, oh, sorry, I was wrong. No, because you've been so adamant that he can't do it. If you prove you're wrong, we gotta take some time. We gotta let it marinate.
I literally want to like fuck, man. I want to put my house on the market and fucking put my house on it. Like I want to he's not gonna be the guy you guys think. I'm just telling you.
How about this? You gotta wear a Travis Hunter Jaguar jersey on the show. If like at the end of the season.
All right. I'll do that.
Is that fair?
I want to clarify for the dick riding nobodies that don't understand.
Dick riding nobody. DRN.
So here's what's gonna happen. Travis gonna get at corner.
Oh shoot.
Bat a ball. He's gonna fucking tip a ball away. Everyone's gonna be like, "Fuck, unbelievable." So like play 3, they're gonna throw him at wideout. Crowd's gonna go crazy. They're gonna throw him a slam screen.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna wiggle, shake a dude. Tackled after 8-yard loss. Gain. 8-yard gain. 8-yard gain.
Yep.
And the first tweet. Where you at, JB? Where you at, JB? Motherfucker got an 8-yard screen and a fucking tip ball, homie. Calm the fuck down. Already telling you that's what's gonna happen, Smitty.
It's 1,000% happening.
Oh, all day long. He's gonna catch the bubble. He's just gonna back up, catch the bubble, shake a dude, get 4 yards, go out of bounds. Where you at, JB? Where you at, JB? Like this motherfucker just did some fucking Megatron shit.
And then start dancing. Look, he gonna dance after the first down.
The gifts, the memes, all those motherfucking weirdo. Nobody.
Don't let him get a touchdown first game. Oh my God, they're gonna destroy you.
But then week 10's here, week 14. The motherfucker got like 12 catches all year long, and I'm gonna wait, and then I'm gonna say, where you at, motherfucking nobodies? 14 catches on the year, 36 yards. He's got fucking 6 tip balls and 1 pick.
What's that thing they always say? This aged well.
Yeah. This aged well. So I don't know. Anyway, we got a guess in 5, Smitty. You want to wait or you want to commercial? I don't like a response this slow.
Just keep going, homie. I was trying to think. I mean, you might as well just keep going, keep flowing.
Baby, let's wait for him, and then we'll take a break right after him.
Yeah, I moved my car during that break.
I don't know why you don't move it last night.
Because
anyway,
the parking spot that I moved my car to is maintenance, who lives over here, right? A lot of time his schedule weird.
Mexican?
Huh?
Mexican?
Maintenance. The Mexican homie.
Are they Mexican? Yeah.
Yeah. Super cool dude though. But like he works on other apartments too, so I don't know his full schedule. Like sometimes he stays overnight. Sometimes he doesn't. So I can't just take his spot and assume he's not gonna be here at night and then he pulls, you know what I'm saying? So I wait till the morning.
Is he ICE representative?
He'd always go in the morning, damn near.
Is he ICE representative or is he legal?
It's my homie, good people, that's all I know.
I heard.
I ain't no snitch anyway.
Right. That was what I was waiting for, but it came out way late.
You a snitch, though. The fact you even try to put me in that position, you a snitch.
Hey, what's up, boy? Hey, there's a cat. There's some rapper nobody fuck that goes on that dude, Adam 28 or whatever. His girl got fucked by old boy. That guy, some dude like 47 extra or some shit. He got blew his hand off.
He blew his hand off from firefighter. My homie who's a firefighter, I saw another hand get blown out here as well. Like, I don't know what cats doing for July, homie. They trying to hold the firework in their hand to the last minute. Whole hand got blown off.
You had one fucking job on the 4th of July as a human. You had one job, homie.
What was it?
Get home with all your fingers and limbs and get in your bed with all your digits, your fucking eyes, ears, your kids, wife. One job on 4th of July. Not to lose your motherfucking whole hand. Like, I saw that motherfucker. He looked like, you see Tropical Thunder when Ben Stiller in the beginning, he lost his arm, his hand. That motherfucker, what's they was trying to put his hands together and shit.
Kept falling off.
No, I saw a picture. Somebody sent me like, hey, I'm like, who the fuck is this? And it's 40 extra. I'm like, who the fuck is that? So the motherfucking hand looked like that. I mean, like this whole shit was gone. It was just loose leaf.
That's crazy, homie.
Loose leaf is what we rolled tobacco.
I don't know him like that, but like I've seen some of his posts. He'd be like, he's just talking crazy and loud and all that. And for you to blow your hand off, it's like, damn, that's like, come on, homie.
Damn shame. We got some white people shit before our guests.
Let's do it.
This is just ultimate.
Maybe, man. Yeah, this will never be a brother. This will never be a brother right here. Obviously, he's trained and they have some sort of relationship, but the moment.
Oh, Travis Hunter. That's how he'll tackle right there.
The moment this lion gets
Travis Hunter, homie,
frustrated or a little hungry.
That's a good tackle, Travis Hunter. I'm going to be mad at that tackle. He swiped him with the arm. Hopefully, he don't break it.
The moment this tiger remembers he's a tiger or a lion,
becomes he's a lion. Yeah, it's a lion. It's not a lion.
Yeah, the moment the lion remembers he's a lion, it's over.
Like this motherfucker, like really is like this little Eminem looking motherfucker really thinks he's cool.
I mean, it's kind of like it is cool until it ain't. Like it look cool right now. I ain't gonna lie. Like now, I'm here with the Lions on me. Like you can't say shit about me. I'm with the Lions.
Like he's like Ash, like fucking with me. Like I'm playing with him.
Like, he playing with him and everything. Look.
Then he tells him
super
stop.
trained.
Then he tells like he knows like I'm playing. This means I'm playing, I guess.
Yeah. This means serious right here. You put 2. This means I'm playing around.
If he sees this another day as this, does that mean attack him?
Like he got something in his eye or something one day, got some dirt, and he thought it was 2 or something, might bite your head off, homie. That's what I'm saying. He just, with wild animals, I know he's trained. It looks cool. Yay. But he's still a wild animal. That's still in his system, homie.
See, that's the shit right there, homie, that I try to tell you guys about. Those are nobodies that made it big off of what?
I don't know who that cat is. I'm not going to talk about that cat.
Same as Drewski. Same as Gillis or Gillies or whatever. Same as shit. Same guy. What's the other guy? That one fucking guy I sent you?
Have it.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised that you didn't. The guy I sent you that you said you never seen him before. I'm surprised because I see that motherfucker all in my shots. Then he got millions of followers too. That fucking weirdo. He's from Cincinnati or something. He's Pac-Man's boy.
Who?
That white boy that thinks he's black. Fuck the guy that was on the. You said I don't know this guy. He was doing stand up.
Oh yeah. I don't know who that cat is.
Yeah, that's crazy. I figured
algorithm sucks, bro. You got like the worst stuff on your algorithm.
But that guy, I figure you would know him like for sure.
Probably not. He probably not that funny. Probably not
I don't know his name, Bailey, at all. He's like he does like a skit. Like what is it? Some drip.
I see black shit on my algorithm.
He does some drip or some shit like yeah, roar, some bullshit, some weird gay shit, like roar, weird.
Oh, with the glasses?
I don't know. He's from Cincinnati.
Glasses?
He's from Cincinnati, homie.
I think I know you're talking about. Yeah, I know you're talking about. Yeah, but I don't. He's not in my algorithm.
Motherfucker. Roar. I said, what the fuck is this gay shit?
Yeah, bro, and I'm not having an argument no more. I'm not even gonna say it.
Hey, Smitty, this motherfucker got 2 million followers. Roar. I said, what the
Hey,
fuck?
cool, that works for him.
He's doing stand-up, homie. The same shit. A nobody. Roar.
I don't know Buddy background, so I can't speak on him. But some stuff you comparing to other people, it don't make sense.
No, it's not Gary Owens. Gary Owens is he's a nobody too to me, but he's a comedian. Gary Owens is a comedian. I know he's a comedian. I'm saying,
well, then don't say nobody.
No. What I'm saying is,
I'm being so loose with the nobody though, because now you say so much, it's all over the place that we don't know what it means.
Gary Owens
is definitely not a nobody.
No, but he's not funny to me at all.
That's cool for you. But don't say he's not nobody though.
But again, when I give you my opinion, it's fucking funny that only your opinion matters.
No. If you say he's not funny to me, that's cool. But when you say he's a nobody, that's wrong. Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
No, this roar. He is fucking nobody, homie. And he's doing stand up. Fucking roar. Fucking weirdo cats, homie. I'm telling you, bro. Yeah. Social media, you guys. That's why these motherfuckers, you're paying them, by the way. You won't pay Smitty and I, but you're paying this fucking roar.
See, when you make comments like that, though, you sound like a hater. And I don't like hating energy on my show. This is my show, too, now. I don't like hating energy on the show. Stop worrying about what they're doing. They learn from these young cats. Not saying copy them. Figure out, why does this cat got 2 million followers? Like what's the underlying reason behind it?
I know why.
Why is this cat making 30 million a month? What's the actual reason behind it?
A bunch of you soft weirdo pussies are supporting it.
Why is Speed about to get a $600 million contract at age 22?
Now, see, you sent me that. I never heard that guy.
Speed everywhere. He's probably the biggest influencer out right now.
That's crazy. So I never even heard of her. Influencer. See what I'm saying? That's just crazy. He about to get a $600 million deal to do what? To do Twitch or whatever?
Nah, I mean, he travels the world, he does a lot. I don't even know how to even put him in like a category. Speed, this is a wild. He's damn near a good athlete, which is weird, but like
damn near a good athlete.
Yeah, because like he goes out, he races people, he does challenges, he does matter of fact, he's the guy. Remember a few weeks ago, did we talk about it on the show? I don't know if we talked about it on the show, but you know the big strong dude that made the videos, those little like daily routine videos. He put his face in the ice bucket and
weirdo.
So I remember he raced Speed a couple weeks ago and lost 4 times.
Raced him in what?
They raced. They went out like foot race. Went outside foot race.
For what?
They just raced. Like he challenged them and they raced. It was having I thought maybe you would have seen it, but it was a big deal online.
What was it for though? Oh, they just did it for show.
For content. This challenge each other. Yeah, but I'm saying his name is Speed. So like that's kind of like his thing.
What does he do? What does he do?
He's a streamer. So like he is a streamer. But
what does streamer mean? I'm ignorant. Real shit. Like, give me is that a video gamer? Is that a fucking just sit here and bullshit on a stream? I don't get it.
That's so when I first started hearing his name, he would just kind of sit in front of a camera, BS in front of a screen, talk to people, act funny, whatever. But now Speed actually like will travel like to China and do like different like challenges and different like he's like bigger now than what the stream was. Like Kai Cenat still just kind of just streams. I don't see Speed just doing a regular stream no more. Like when I see Speed on my algorithm, he's about to race Tyreek Hill. He's going to China to learn this new fucking karate training. He's like doing challenges. He's like this wild young dude who's not scared.
How did he get in there? How did he become that?
It started from streaming though. Yes, it started from sitting in front of the camera.
I'm curious. So this nobody ass cat, nobody knows, right? To be fair,
young cat too. So I'm not mad about that.
So nobody
young black
knew
cat, I'm poor, yeah.
So nobody knew who he was.
Regular cat, yep.
And then all of a sudden, I want to know how. So all of a sudden, how's he huge?
Not all of a sudden. I mean, it's been years of like doing stuff and building and growing, and he has a huge personality. He's wild, like not scared to do any sort of challenge, any sort of anything. And just over time, he just kind of built. and connected with Kai Cenat, who was his friend and who he was big, and then it just kind of built over time. Like a lot of time in your head, JB, you think like a guy was a nobody today on July 7th, and then by August 7th, they got 1 million followers and they got handpicked. It's like, nah, bro, like we're just now seeing them now that they're big, but this was a process, and that's what I've been trying to educate you on, but you don't be listening to me.
Yeah, because I don't believe it. Right. And I'm not Boo Boo the fool. I know better. You don't just get placed as a nobody and now all of a sudden you're racing Tyreek Hill. It just doesn't work that way in life. Sorry. Then you go do it, homie. I want you to go race Tyreek Hill tomorrow. Like it's so easy. Go do it. I want you to go. I want you to go sit on that thing with Drewski or whatever and do the skit with them. If it's so easy to go, it's so easy to become like. I didn't say it was easy. These cats are placed there, homie.
That's the difference. I'm not saying it's not easy. It's not easy. I'm just saying that.
That's my point, though. Like,
but they felt the thing that works.
Let me ask you something. You just mentioned he's a brother. He's broke. Do you know all that?
Yeah, he talked about it.
You don't know all that.
And you see, like,
hold on, make a point real quick.
I seen his very first video. It was like in a fucking dirty ass apartment. Like it's like he's in my hood. Like it was nothing. He didn't have shit.
Let me break a point out real quick. So he a brother. He from the struggle. See, the difference between you is this. The biggest streamer then in the world is Mr. Beast or whatever, that weirdo fuck. Guess what? He's a white dude, and I'm going to call him a weirdo fucking pedo. That's the difference. See, I'm going to call that motherfucker out regardless of what they are. You're going to be like, hey, motherfucker. And then in 10 years, you're going to find out, damn, Speed was a weirdo fuck. He had a fucking whole Epstein Island. Are you going to call him out?
If I have that information, but I'm not going to make it up and assume it because they're big. That's just me and you. You say stuff and you want to be first. You don't want to be right. You want to be first. So in your head, you're like, oh, Mr. Beast is so big. Speed is so big. Kosh and that. These guys are big names. They have to do something wrong to get there. So let me be the first one to just say it now. So in 10 years from now, if some shit comes out, I said it back in 2025. Ooh, I'm so smart. No, I'm going to enjoy and celebrate the fact that these young cats have figured some shit out in this new world of content. And they're balling right now, and there's nothing out here that tells me anything about Speed or Kai or whoever, Drewski, that's making me feel any other type of way. Now, if that changes, then I will change with it. When you get new information, you make new opinions, but you don't make stuff up about people just because you don't like what they do or you're jealous of what they're doing. It don't make sense.
Yeah. Rio, I don't understand. You keep saying this. You got selected to Netflix. Who were you before Netflix? We already had this conversation. I was the motherfucker. We already had this conversation. Like, Nick Saban got his players from the motherfucker. Pete Carroll got his players from the motherfucker. Me. So, all right, yeah, that's why I was selected to do a documentary about me. Dumb fuck. Is it not really that hard? Stream, or whatever the fuck his name, Speed, wasn't selected to do a documentary about himself because he was that motherfucker. That's what you have no fucking clue.
But he is that motherfucker when it comes to this streaming world. You just don't understand it.
Smitty, my point, you're skipping over all the parts though that made him this. Like, why do you guys always miss that part of it? I don't understand.
Because the part that me and you get like separated is. Go ahead.
Break me down real quick. Like, just for what you know, how JB became on Netflix. Go.
Yeah, so you was a high school football player, college football player, professional football player. Career ends, you get into coaching. High school, I believe at first, get to Compton College, gets to JUCO. So it was a build up of you coaching and building your name, and then eventually they wanted to make the show. So you already had a name of coach. You know me. Yeah. You know I get it. I understand what you're saying.
You understand it. So there's a process, and it's all under that profession. I was under that profession. Rio's retarded. He can't understand it. So give me Speed's background. Go.
Speed's a young cat who was a high school cat who decided to get into streaming after high school and built his name up. That's it. Like, but that's fine. Okay, for example, so like I think the difference is, and you can understand this, or it's hard for you to understand, is that we live in a different world where we have this, and we don't have to go the traditional old school route of going to all these different jobs to get to this certain point. If you want to be a coach, you do. If you want to be a certain profession, but if you want to be a social media star, like we have a new career field. It's called influencer. This is a brand new thing in the last 10 years. It's a brand new thing where if you can find your niche whether that's pranks, whether that's stand-up comedy, whether that's skits, whatever that thing is, you have the ability to create your own following, be an entrepreneur, because that's what it is, and potentially blow up. A lot of people try to do it, and most people fail. But there's a select few people who are actually good at it, and they became prominent names, and they make money. That don't mean they're a nobody. To me, it's like, damn, it's pretty dope that you were smart enough, creative enough to find a lane, whether I'm a fan of it or not. You found a lane that has created huge revenue for you and your family, and now you can build off of that through this. To me, that's the beautiful thing of social media. Yeah. It gives everybody a chance to be creative.
Okay, so let's clarify.
That's all I'm saying, bro.
I've never hated on the fact that this is a way to make money. What I'm trying to figure out and get through to people's fucking brains, that this generation, the Rios and all these kids out here who call me the old head, who living in the past, all this shit. I want to know what the fuck you motherfuckers are good at if the internet crashed tomorrow. That's what y'all don't understand. I'm trying to figure the fucking reason why the world is fucked up, because none of you fucks know how to make fucking oatmeal, homie. That ain't instant. You motherfuckers act like the world goes around you. You motherfucking the internet. If the motherfucking young ying hits us with a nuke tomorrow, your motherfucking asses are cooked, homie. Let's call it what it is.
That's an old person take, because you say it on one end, but then on the flip side, how many times has fucking Bailey, the young cat, had to help you figure out how to get your Gmail back? Or how many times has Enoch had to come over to help you plug up a simple camera? So you need the young cats on one end, but then you complain and go at us on the other end.
No, like, you're missing the point. No, you're missing the point. No, that part can just go away. Fuck the email. Hey, Bailey, fuck it. I'm good. I'm going to go be a mechanic again. I'm going to go fucking do other shit.
I mean, being a mechanic is not it don't take a genius to be a mechanic, homie. So to your point, if the internet went away.
That's Draymond Green. That's that disrespectful young shit. You have no
I'm just saying, you don't have to be a genius to be a mechanic.
Run, Smitty. Without a mechanic, your car don't run. What do you mean?
Of course. Homie.
Hold on, homie.
My mama was a fucking waitress. My dad was I'm from that. I love service, bro. We need them. I'm saying if shit hit the fan and the internet went off, all these young cats who are super smart with the computer, trust me, we can shift our brains and learn how to fix a car. At the end of the world.
I don't think
changing a tire is not that complicated on me.
You can't. Yeah, it is. It is.
When I go to Jiffy Lube and I see people changing my oil, they're not smarter than me. Respectfully,
you motherfuckers would be running around this motherfucker trying to get on a phone. It would be, you have no shot, homie. Stop with you're capping now.
Y'all capping. No, let me be my eye, man to man. You telling me you think I'm incapable of learning how to fix a car?
It would take you years. But let me ask you. Let me ask something. No, I'm being ignorant right now. I am ignorant to this. I'm asking a real question.
Right.
What is the difference between content creator and influencer?
I mean, it's the same thing.
I haven't been influenced by one motherfucker on the internet ever.
That's just the term they use.
But that's what I'm saying. I think that's what they should just call it, grooming.
Influencer means
they should say you're a groomer.
Influencer is another word for like celebrity, basically, but it's like influencer is a celebrity from the
groomer.
internet.
That beast cat's a groomer. He ain't no influencer. The motherfuckers are groomers. These are some weirdo fucks.
Stop taking the word literally.
Content creator. Content creator means like so you're saying that there's no difference.
It's kind of like your quote of the day and your CTB. Like an influencer creates content. You see what I'm saying? Like that's how you've been able to get your following. So you do something. You do something to build a following to become an influencer. So it's kind of like it's the same thing. Like it works together. Like you can't be one without the other. Well, you could be a content creator without being an influencer, because it's people who create content, but they only got like 1,000 followers. And
let me ask you a macro scale thing.
Yes.
You went to college, you got a degree, you play college football. You're still a 1%er at the end of the day at the big picture of people that don't understand what it is to play Division I football. They think it's, you played at Ball State. They don't have a fucking clue because they didn't even play at fucking Valpo.
Right.
And then if you played at Valpo, guess what? You
played
at
Valpo Center, right?
Yeah. So they don't understand that at all. Number one. Number two, you might be able to, You're a smart dude. Got a degree. You fucking had both parents taught you at being a waitress and a fucking, like you said.
Yeah.
I don't believe 99% of your generation can, though, because they didn't do what you did, homie. And they are incapable of
my generation or the kids right now. Be clear.
They can't text without fucking a fucking automatic AI type of device. They don't even know how to.
Are you saying my generation or are you talking about the 18-year-olds now? Be clear.
Both.
We're not the same.
Anything your age and younger.
So you think 30-year-olds, 32, 33, you think my age, we don't know how to.
Hold on.
Come on, bro.
Hold on, no.
You coach my generation.
Hold on, though. You have your age guys. There's your age people. There's 30, 31. I know a lot of them.
Yeah.
They went to the armed forces. They went to
come on, bro.
Okay, that's not 99%, homie. That's 1%ers.
But my generation,
there's not a shitload of y'all running around.
Close, like y'all almost like
there's not a shitload of y'all running around here.
We grew up outside and playing like I think you got it, folks. You know what? You always say this. You always say I do this for you. You're blending two generations. You know how you always say like there's a gap between like your generation and like it's like a mix. It's like a mixed generation. You're doing that right now. Like you're combining me and then like the 18-year-olds right now. That's a big ass gap, bro. Like my generation, we grew up literally playing outside, playing football in the street, like no phones, no social media. We grew up like that, and then we were a part of the transition to all this. That's why I always say, and I'm biased, I'll admit it, but I always say, to me, my generation is the best generation to speak about all this shit right now because we know technology and the new stuff, but we also know the old school way of living because we were raised by y'all and we were doing what y'all was doing outside, no phones. I remember both vividly. So I don't know. I have an appreciation for the old school because I think you need to know that and the new school. So
see, Jay Uso keeping it real. He's your age, so he gets it. He knows
keeping it real is on. You probably keeping it real when they agree with you.
Well, you agree with Rio right now because Rio is the young one who politically is on my side, but on this other side, he's on your side, and he thinks he's smart because he believes that content creators are smart. No, I think the content creators are dumb as fuck who has a following. That's all it is. Like, there's really no smartness to it. I don't understand why Rio's so dumb.
Everybody's different, though. So, like I said, there are some content creators who, like, to your point, they just do stupid shit and they just got a big following because they're so stupid. You're right. Yeah. Some of those people is like, I don't look at them as like, oh my God, they're really big time creators. I'm like, nah, they're just doing some stupid shit just to like get a following. All right, that's one end. But you have another end of people. Again, you don't have to be a fan of it, but you can appreciate the art behind it of like, okay, like Country Wayne, who you brought up. That actually takes time to come up with an idea, come up with a script, get actors, film it yourself, act, create it, edit it, get it. Like, trust me, because I'm in that world. You might look at a quick 2-minute clip and think, oh, this was easy. No, it's not. It's not. And just trust your boy on some of this shit. So that's why I get frustrated when you're kind of halfway joking, but when you put everybody in the same bubble, it's not right. When you put Shane Gillis is nowhere near like Drewski, but they're both really good at what they do, though. They're both really good. Again, we don't have to be fans of it because it might not be your thing or my thing, whatever. But it's a difference between being a fan and appreciating the art behind it. Like the example I used before. I didn't think Seinfeld is that funny. I think it's okay. But at the same time, I appreciate the work and the art behind Jerry Seinfeld and understanding that he is a legit comic. You know what I'm saying? So it's a difference between being a fan and appreciating the work that they do. The skits that Drewski puts together is not some easy shit that you just wake up and do them all. Like, no, you got to put thought, time, effort, resources, money, filming, editing, first take, two take, like it's work. So when they put that out and it's successful, I'm like, all right, shout out to that. Where you look at it all together as one big bubble and just shit on it. It's like I just don't get it. And it don't make sense to me, last thing, when you are now in the content space now. And you literally use the internet for our show, for you promote your stuff, so it's like, damn, how are you in a very similar world as these cats?
But hold on, though.
You just filmed.
I don't understand.
Everything you do is cool, though.
No, but I'm not dissing them.
Like that picture last night with that girl shaking her ass. Like that just like what's the difference?
Because I can go on the phone and do it. See, that's the difference. I don't get it. Like, so you're saying that I just shouldn't use what's out there, but I didn't do what I came up through. These guys did it. This is what they grew. This is the only thing they know, homie. I don't understand the difference. I don't grasp the concept.
Why does that matter, though?
But I'm saying I don't understand why you can't understand that. Like, this is all they know.
The only thing you know is football then.
Hold on, though. This is all they know, though.
Only thing you know is football.
Exactly, which I can go do.
Okay, they can go do what they're doing.
But what can they do?
They're in the entertainment space.
When this crashes, what can they do?
Get in the entertainment space.
So
a lot of these cats, they're in movies now, commercials, TV shows. Yeah, okay. So no, what the hell? It's like we're not. So if this crashes, they're already popping. They're already in movies. They're in shows. They're doing stand up. So it don't matter now.
How are they in those things?
Because of that, of course. This is the foundation.
You guys keep missing that. I don't get it. I don't get it, homie.
I get so mad when I'm not explaining something proper. I'm really trying to break this through to you. So like,
no, but hold on though. You guys say that you. I'm glad you said what you said though. I'm gonna break it down because that's what I see a lot of the comments. Same thing because they're all your age commenting. They're like, you're literally talking about the Gillis on social media. Same shit you just said. You're literally using social media to talk about that guy on social media. No shit. Like, I'm confused as to why you guys are confused as to why I'm on social media. I don't understand why you don't grasp the concept. He only made it from that. I didn't. I had a professional space. Smitty, you had a professional space. Yeah, you guys use social media now at Fox, but Fox was Fox. They've been Fox for a very fucking long time. It's a conglomerate. It's a Fortune 500 company.
And my job has always been social media since day one.
I understand that's because that's what's available now. I'm saying before social media,
new, right?
What was Fox before social media?
I've been
watching Fox, homie, before cell phones.
But there's a new genre, there's a new category, and why is that a bad thing?
That's my point.
But why is that a bad thing? That's the only disagreement we got.
It's a bad thing, but I'm saying that's my point. So I can use it too, right?
Yeah, of course.
So what I'm saying is, though, you're dismissing the whole part of this. Like, I don't understand. You guys had nothing before that. You guys were in no space. You had no profession. Speed was a fucking nobody. He was nothing. He did nothing.
Well, he was a high school kid. He's like 22 right now. So my point is like,
so is Bailey and a million other high school kids. What do you mean?
Okay,
that's
so
not an argument.
I'm saying no. My point is nobody was like, I was a nobody at 18. I was nobody. Like, you was a nobody at 18. We haven't even had a chance to start to do nothing. We're not an adult. We haven't done nothing yet. So I'm saying he chose to go this route.
And then I became what? A somebody in
and
what?
He became a somebody through social media. That's the same thing I'm saying.
Thank you. Through social media. That's what I'm saying.
But that don't mean, okay, so he's not a nobody now.
Anyway,
No, fuck that. He's not a nobody now. That's the point. Now we
literally have this conversation every week.
Because we gonna keep having, because you don't understand. I get so pissed when people don't understand what I'm trying to explain to you. We were all nobodies until we did something.
Good.
He chose this as a profession. You chose football. Okay. You hold more weight on football than you do as an influencer. Kudos to you. He probably don't. He didn't want to play fucking football. He wanted to be a creator. And he decided to do that through social media. He's not a nobody. What's the difference? He chose a different job. That's all he did. Think of it that way. He chose a different job than you did. That's it.
Okay. Let's go commercial break.
I hate you, motherfucker.
We'll go commercial break. We got a lot of topics to discuss, man. I got a little political playbook right out the gate, right after commercial. Smitty will be back with us. We're gonna get a lot going on. We got a lot to discuss here, Smitty. Going forward. There's a lot going on right now that we have to break down. So stay tuned on the realest show on planet Earth. We'll be back in 4 minutes.
Hey, well, fuck it. I'll go home tonight. I'll drink my yak and smoke my stick, and I'll get it back cracking.
The streets is saying that a new Otani has arrived in the NBA. That's what the streets are saying. 7'2" Yang Han San was taken 16th overall in the NBA draft by the Trailblazers. Jansen is the third Chinese-born player selected in the first round, joining Yao Ming, Yi Jianlin. He and his translator were asked about, what he does outside of basketball, and I think his answer might shock you. Check it out.
Hi, I'm interested in you as a person. What are some of your interests, and what do you think you'd be doing if you weren't playing basketball?
Sometimes I sleep, all time sleep, and I like play PS5, and I like eat.
Jason, thoughts?
I can't do it.
Can't do what?
Why is he fucking retarded?
Whoa. We don't say
why is it always a goofy big Asian that just like it's like fucking can't like come on, homie?
Seriously. How is he goofy? It's a new language. The fact that he's even saying that's pretty good. Like if I asked you to speak fluent Spanish and I had a real Mexican on here, you would sound just like that to them.
I ain't never heard a Mexican come over here and don't speak no English and sound like a fucking retard. Never in my life. I've never seen a fucking African come over here. I've never seen a fucking nobody.
African, they speak English. They speak real English.
No. Even if they speak their language and they get a translator, nobody eats food. PR3. Like, homie, what are we? Fucking Andre the Giant living in a fucking giant world? Like, what are we? Fucking 7,000 fucking BC, homie? What the fuck are we talking about?
You sound ignorant right now. If I asked you right now to say, if I said JB,
bring a Mexican that don't speak no English and have him translate it. Find a video, homie. I eat food. Like, homie, the Mexican's gonna be like the regular. It's just gonna be like ¿cómo te llamas you too? And then that motherfucker will be like, I like to eat the food. I like to eat the food. Ese. Like, he's not going to even come close. I play PlayStation 4. I do the food. Fucking no other English, no other language, homie.
It's Chinese, homie. They don't know our language at all.
You said that about Otani.
Mexicans kind of know our shit a little bit.
You said that about Otani, homie.
We kind of know Spanish a little bit. Those are the ones we kind of know our shit a little bit. They got some similarities.
It's always
Chinese language and English language is fucking apples and oranges. They don't know our shit at all, homie. Stop.
I'm so fucking glad Trump tariffed these motherfuckers. I'm so fucking happy that we stopped Texas.
Got my prices high as hell right now, too.
Shout out to Texas. Shout out to Texas for blocking the motherfuckers for buying all their farmland up. I'm fucking so tired. Look at that motherfucker on the right.
You so racist.
Look at that motherfucker on the right. Look at that motherfucker on the right. Now fuck all these motherfuckers. I mean, they come over and buy our shit, and then they come over and act like they don't know English.
Chill out on the Asian community.
They lying to you, homie. They know fucking English. The motherfuckers lying to you. They getting over on you, homie. Hey, homie, I thought Otani didn't know English. Remember 2 years ago?
2 years ago. He know it now, homie.
He know it now, right?
My boy FA made a good point. He said, "Stop it, JB." He said, "Yao Ming sounded just like this when he first got drafted. Then after a couple years, he learned English. It takes time. If I asked you right now to say a full fucking paragraph in Spanish, you would sound just as stupid as the people you're describing right now, homie.
So hold on.
You sound silly.
I'm gonna look that fucking retarded up there.
Say something right now in Chinese. Right now, go.
What?
Say something right now in Chinese. Matter of fact, say this. I like tacos. No. I like chicken and rice every day. Say that in Chinese right now. Perfectly. Why are you typing this shit?
I'm gonna get you the real words.
But that's bullshit. So if he could type the fucking real words, he would have said it perfectly too. So you're proving my point. My point is he's learning the language. He's trying to figure out how to say shit.
He has a fucking translator, Micro. What are you
Homie,
talking
he
about?
don't know how to say the shit perfectly.
He has a fucking translator next to him. What do you mean I can't
You
type it in?
understood
What's
everything he said, though. You
What's
understood
the
it.
difference?
He said
He has
nothing
a
but the
fucking
game.
translator. No, the point that you're trying to make that you're wrong in is he has a translator, so I want to get a translator. What do you mean? Why is that not equal? Why is that not fair, homie?
Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm gonna wait.
Fuck, we talking about?
Say it. Say it.
Oh,
It's like
shit.
that,
Well, you can't say it because it's in those fucking, what do you call it?
Yeah,
letters?
yeah.
All right, here we go. Here it is.
Whoa.
Here it is. Here it is. I like chicken and rice in Chinese. Okay, translated. 我是熊悠悠 he me fun. Did I sound anything like that fucking goofy retard?
We don't know. We don't know.
I like PS3.
We don't know.
Eat. I like eat. So let me translate it to him in America now, homie. I like Chinese. I like chicken and rice Chinese translation. Okay. Oh, okay. I got it from him. This is him speaking English. That's how I'm supposed to sound that retarded now saying this. Okay. 我应和so we me fun. I fun me chicken. That would be me going over to China and translating that in a retarded voice.
I guarantee.
Yeah, we're in the building. We're back. Shout out. I want to give T's and P's to the state of Texas, who seems to always have some crazy natural disaster. They got flooded, man. 78, 80 people lost their lives over the weekend in a horrific flood. They'll turn that political. They're going to talk about that as it's being political, and everything's Trump's fault. It's ironic that everything's Trump's fault. It's actually funny. I haven't heard a word about Maui burning up, North Carolina flooding. Haven't heard any of that. The absolute disregard for the fires in California, but it's Trump's fault. I get it. It's funny. But here's what I don't get, and I'm not going to be very easygoing when it comes to Trump on this one. Everything Trump's done so far, I'm in favor. The tariffs, look at the billions that he's brought in, hundreds of billions. The absolute nut drop on the Middle East. All this shit, I'm all for it. The borders, I'm all for it. I'm here for it. As y'all say, I'm here for it. But is he going to fire the head of the FBI now? Because I have a fundamental issue with the problem now that this Bondi broad gets on national television and tells the world that she has the Epstein files and the list in her hands. Did she not say that? She did say that. She said she has the list. She knows who's on it. Blah, 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 blah. Remember, I always told you motherfuckers, that's why I don't vote. Because when I die, I want to be known to be the guy that says I didn't trust not one of these motherfuckers. Priest, pastor, or politician. Because they're the most crooked motherfuckers on planet Earth. But Pam Bondi came out and said, boom, I have the list. And now yesterday, she's come out and said, there is no list. The Justice Department and FBI have concluded they have no evidence that Jeffrey Epstein blackmailed powerful figures or kept a client list, or was he murdered? Now the whole thing's changed. It's very funny that that's where we are today. I'm very, very confused. She either needs to be fired today, or Trump needs to answer for why this is the case. And I'm just keeping it real because I keep it real. That just is what it is. Why are you not showing the list? If you came out and said, there's the list. We all knew it wasn't coming out. Too many powerful people on there. Same thing, the reason Diddy's walking. It's all bullshit. I'm tired of hearing about it. But now, why is it that this dropped right during the horrific flooding that's going on in North Carolina and Texas? Why? It's always something political, man. Always something political. And they always will keep the tax-paying people out of the loop. And I am all for the big bill, by the way. If you go do a deep dive, stop believing, I'm going to lose my Medicaid. No, you're not. Shut the fuck up. I'm tired of hearing the fucking non-believers who only listen to one source, one side, tell you that you're going to lose their fucking health care. You're not. And guess what? You know the funny part about the big bill? I'm all for the big bill, by the way. Yeah, I want to know where my fucking taxpayer dollars went. You know why? Because I'm tired of paying for motherfucking everyone's EBT cards, homie. I'm tired of paying for a bitch to go on TikTok and tell us that she got everything paid for at Target, Walmart, Costco, and Sam's Club, homie. Fuck you, bitch. I had to go figure it out, homie. Now you're taking all my dollars and spending it on your 19 fucking degenerate kids from 19 different baby daddies, you fat wobble body bitch. And then you want to post it on TikTok and I'm paying for that shit? Fuck you. Get fucked. That's the political playbook brought to you by him. Let's bring back my main man, Far East Sider. Are you wearing a yellow Speed shirt? Oh, okay. I thought it said Speed, homie, for the little homie that's a nobody.
I'm done arguing about it, man. You got it. You won the argument. You got it. All these cats that make it now are just nobodies, don't have any skills, and just got handpicked by Illuminati. You got it, homie. You got it.
Now you got it. You won.
You got it. You got it. You won. Hey, I throw in the towel, homie. I throw in the towel, man.
Till next week. Till next week when we bring up fucking who's the other fucking
say it.
I don't know the name. It's the other one you mentioned him earlier. Fuck.
Oh, Drewski.
Nah, the other Smitty.
Kai Sinet.
Yeah. We'll see. But anyway, yeah. I'm tired of hey, Latrell, you better get your motherfucking ass. You're only fucking what are you? You're Smitty's age. You better get your ass and lose some weight, motherfucker. I seen your ass. You play running back. Now you got you ain't supposed to be showing your motherfucking stomach with your pregnant girl wife, homie. You know, that ain't sexy, motherfucker. You better go lose some goddamn weight, Latrell. You play running back, motherfucker. You didn't play D lineman. Take it from me, a fat motherfucker that got out of shape. I had to lose 50 pounds just to live life again. You better lose that fucking weight while you can, boy. Anyway, we're back in the building. Smitty, you got it.
That's real game right there, though. That's real love right there.
Oh, he knows it. So. He knows it is.
But let's dive into some college football, man.
I'm gonna make Latrell a fucking segment on this motherfucker. He posted a video of this motherfucker, him and his wife, pregnant wife, and he's doing the baby thing. Because his fat ass got a stomach out there like this. He doing that rub thing, you know, you put the stomachs together, whatever you guys do, your generation does.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit crazy. I'm like, Latrell, you better tuck your belly in, motherfucker.
Damn. Latrell, shots fired at you, buddy. But anyway, let's move on, man. As of Sunday morning, BYU QB Jake Ratliff has yet to officially enter the transfer portal. The continued expectation is that he will enter. He will still enter, but right now we're still waiting. Man, we talked about this last week a little bit here with the honor system there, BYU, and him having sex before marriage. Obviously, there's allegations of some assault there as well, but he hasn't entered yet. I wonder if his things changed behind the scenes. Have they got any new updates? What do you think is going on, JB?
Smitty, you ever had some pregnant pussy?
Mm-mm. But continue though. Keep going.
I just wanted to ask you.
No, but keep going.
It hit different.
Okay. That's it?
It hit different.
Like, that's the take, though? Like, that's the take?
Yeah, I didn't know the bitch was pregnant, but I found out, but it hit different.
I mean, I've heard that multiple times.
I was ashamed of myself, but it hit different.
I heard that multiple times.
Well, I had a baby mom, and I was with the baby mama, so I was fucking, so I know. Yeah. I'm not saying I'm fucking another pregnant bitch. I'm saying I had a pregnant.
Why'd you feel bad then?
Because I did fuck with a pregnant bitch. I didn't know she was pregnant. She didn't tell me. Fucking no skank asshole. She didn't tell me, and I fucked.
She wasn't showing?
Nah.
Oh, that don't count. She's probably a month in. 2 months in.
Oh, but the pussy already changed. It's different.
It already changed?
Oh, yeah. The pregnant pussy hit different.
I thought you had to be like showing for it to really like get that real impact.
Yeah, like my baby mama already had bomb pussy, but when because that's why I got a kid. But because everything else I pulled out, boom, boom, face. But everything else is like, her shit was unbelievable. That's why that's the only one that got me. But
so you just couldn't pull out.
Nah, it was, I don't know. I still think she fucked me over. I think she grabbed it or something and put it in her. But that's a whole nother story. But I'm telling you.
That was a real cough on me.
I'm saying that wasn't a real cough.
That was a real cough on me. But
I'm just saying, real shit. Times that by 10 on top of that prego.
Yeah.
It's like that grunt I did earlier that last week.
Yeah.
That was it. It's like right away though.
As soon as you went in.
And I was young, young.
Yeah, young, excited and shit. You
the wind blow on you motherfucking ass. Like last
time,
they popping ass on me and all that. Whatever, man. Nowadays, I don't give a fuck. Get the fuck out of here.
Well, that's good. That's also a health too. The liquor and the cigar, the blood flow is not the same. So your shit probably not working the same way. So part of that's age. A lot of it has to do with your eating habits and your diet. So
Latrell. But anyway,
Latrell.
I'm curious since this lawsuit, back to football, since this lawsuit was dropped.
Full circle.
Real show. Since the lawsuit was dropped, because the reason I brought up pussy is because we're talking about this guy getting kicked out for over some pussy. We assume, right? So he getting kicked out over some pussy, and it's a no-no. Pussy's a no-no in that state. So alcohol, fucking, you get pulled over in Utah, homie. Shit, that take you straight to the judge's house. Like right to the house, and the motherfucker comes out from his basement in the robe. Like Utah's fucked up. Let me just tell you. But anyway, I'm not bullshitting you, homie. I was with my homeboy, a brother, the running back coach. Him got pulled over, and then you follow up. We're like, what? Motherfucker, dirt road to a cat's house, homie, to pay the fine right on the spot, homie. That's real shit. On my daughter and my daddy. Go look it up. And I said, wait up, it was Sunday, man. What the fuck you talking about? You got to pay the fine, you go to jail.
How you say it, bro? He said, you follow us.
Yeah, homie. Me and my boy, I'm like, no, I ain't fucking following you nowhere, homie. Real shit, homie.
Big old house. He came out with the robe on.
He came out. He was at the job, like at work with the fucking gavel and everything. I said, what? This is a Twilight Zone, homie. I'm at fucking, this shit ain't no real life. Utah's not real,
homie.
Utah's not real life, homie. I'm going to tell you straight out right now. But you can have 7 wives. It makes sense. Oh, it's a fucked up state. That shit's upside down. That state could actually get fucking bloop. But anyway, Smitty, I don't know why anyone would go there. One of my best friends in the world is the head coach at this place. I love him to death. And he played there with Sark. He was Sark's fullback at BYU, Kalani. A lot of legendary people went there. But damn, homie. Yes, Darnell?
Do the coaches have to sign the honor code as well?
No, because most of them are married, LDS. You're married already.
Is that a requirement to be hired? You have to be married?
I don't know, but I would probably assume so. I don't know.
Because I'm saying in the event, like if they hired you hypothetically and you're not married, would you have to sign an honor code where you couldn't get no ass while you there?
I'm fucking everybody at every bar in town. I'm the head coach of BYU. I'm fucking everybody. I don't know. Because I would be. I don't know if I would. I don't know if I could be fired or what. I don't know. That's a good question. Great question. The poll question, you should ask that. I don't know. But I think you have to be married. LDS, I think mostly the coaches there. I don't know. I know Kalani, other guy. I don't know. But
that's actually an important thing to know because like that changes everything. Not only does it hurt you with recruiting players, it hurts with recruiting coaches.
Oh, there's no doubt.
The coaches be the worst ones out doing anything.
Yeah. You imagine Urban Meyer in Utah at BYU? Because when he was at Utah, see, it's a little different. It's a little different. Salt Lake versus like fucking, Provo. There's a little different. Salt Lake got a little bit of city vibe, a little city life, there's some hoods, a couple of things. Urban was at the bar,
Salt Lake is racist, though. Salt Lake definitely is racist.
Racist?
Sure. Mm-hmm.
I doubt it.
No, that's what all the players, that's all the NBA players say.
I know, but
but they all say go back to the 90s. They say players say it, Yo Era, players in the 2000s, Matt Barnes and them. Like a lot of them say it. So if everybody's saying it after a while, it's
I don't know I don't think you even believe a whole city's racist.
No, of course not.
Yeah, because there's Usos there, there's brothers, there's a lot of shit. Now it's a fucked up state, fucked up city.
I'm saying when people say when they play in Utah, there's always some shit.
Yeah, I think it's.
So I don't know why that is.
Yeah, I just say it's a shithole. I wouldn't want to go there. So Utah has some beautiful places like Bountiful and Park City and all these expensive. I wouldn't go to fucking Utah to live my last fucking 2 hours of a life. Fuck Utah.
Jay Uso said, "Nah, they ain't racist. They just don't like people doing BPS things."
Yeah, that's racist. So anyway, that's I don't know. It's a fucked up state though. So, but where's he going, Smitty? I don't know. I'm curious. Is he waiting on the lawsuit thing to now since she pulled it? And now she says
maybe they're gonna keep. Maybe he gonna sign a new honor code. Maybe they're gonna give him a slap on the wrist, suspended 2 games. He get to stay and be the starter because they're in a tough spot too. They need their quarterback. It's too late in the game to try to get one of their backups to start. And money and selling tickets and winning games is that trumps all. So my thing is they might be giving him a little pass on the honor code, but it's a slippery slope because they give him a pass. Now if I'm the running back or the wide out who been beating my meat every day secretly. Now I'm gonna give me some ass now. It's like
let me tell you how you're down. If I had missed 7 games of film, and if I'm Kalani at BYU and I got to miss him for 7 games, that's the season already.
It's over. Yeah.
So something has to give. You either got to cut bait and keep your honor as a man, that's your integrity. All we have is our word. If that's what your school lives and dies by, then you better cut bait. And if I'm him, he's got to transfer. And I'm telling you right now, there's a reason why he hasn't transferred.
Nobody want him?
I told you guys last week there's still a black eye. Even if she reneged and pulled the thing, there's always that fucking allegation, homie. The allegation ruins these cats. The Trevor Bowers, the fucking Matariza, the fucking all the other false accusations that we've seen, the kids I've coached that I know have been lied on. All those allegations fuck over these cats.
Dang.
Whether it's a coach or a kid, it's a black eye, and corporate America does not want to bring that in. And Division I football, administratively, is corporate America, contrary to belief. And now they're going to start paying people. Right. And that's the reason I agree with Alan. That's why that broad needs to be arrested immediately. See, shit will get out the pot. What you can accuse me and then renege and then nothing happens to you whatsoever, and my name now is dragged through the mud?
Yeah.
Hell no. See, that's the problem, homie. That's the problem I have with these broads that can go around doing this shit. And
it's honestly scary, man. It makes you as a man almost like be very cautious of even hanging around women. And I know that sounds so crazy, but I'm just saying, like, being like in certain parties and certain events and stuff like that, it's like it makes you just caught, because if you a big name and you at a party and whatever, and that girl know you a big name, she could just make allegations. You know what I'm saying? Like literally nothing. You may not even talk to shorty. You might say hi, how you doing, shake her hand. She could get drunk, whatever, and just make allegations. So and so was there and he touched me. Like what? And then, like to your point, even if it gets proved that you didn't do nothing, it don't matter. Your name is out there. It's crazy. It's a scary world to live in.
Yeah, And then you're in Utah?
Hmm?
Then you're in Utah?
Hmm? Got cigar in your mouth. I can hear what you said.
And I said, then you're in Utah on top of it?
Right, on top of that? Yeah. Nah, that's real. That's real, homie. So we'll see what happens with, with the young cat, man. We'll see what happens, man.
Yeah, Bailey's going to put in something. We got a little bit of some things that happened, Bailey, Smitty, in the NBA. A little bit of news. I want to get your take on this before we move on to we got some topics to discuss here, but
all right.
I want to know what you think.
How many likes we got?
Yeah, Isaiah Bond, Alan. Yeah, exactly. Isaiah Bond, the other kid, he got fucked over. Smitty, that's that kid. These kids, they do need better guidance. There's no question about it. Because again, the money is the root of all evil. I don't care what you say, from the Bible on down. The money is the root of all evil, and kids 17 to 20-year-olds making more than their parents made in their entire life is a concern. I'll just say it's a concern. I'm not going to just flat out say it's an issue, even though I think it is. I'll just say it's a concern. But breaking news, Smitty, the Clippers and the Jazz and the Heat have agreed to trade Norman Powell to the Heat, John Collins to the Clippers, and Kevin Love, Kyle Anderson, and a 27 Clippers second to the Jazz.
Wow.
I think the Clippers got fucked here just reading it, but go ahead. I don't know.
I mean, it sounded like that. Norman Powell just had a career year. He was, Harden was balling, but Norman Powell was right there, kind of neck and neck. It was a lot of games this season in which you could say Norman Powell was the best player on that team. So shout out to him, going to Miami. Miami always finds a way, and Pat Riley finds a way to just make their team better in the offseason. And this definitely makes the Heat better, and he's a great fit for that team in terms of stylistically. John Collins is a good big man. Maybe the Clippers is thinking that they need more length or like another defender or a lob threat to go along with James Harden. Potentially, I know they got Zubac there, who is a good true center, but he's not really a lob threat. So, only thing I can think of is just getting another defender and a lob threat there. And then I'm looking here for the Jazz. It looks like they just need some depth and some veteran help, but and they're not getting too much better with Kevin Love and Kyle Anderson at this point in their careers.
Two white boys, so they're that racist state.
Kyle Anderson's not white.
Yeah, he light skinned. So like he's lighter than Bailey. LA kid at UCLA.
Trash is not white though.
Yeah, but he's white. He can get away with it in Utah.
His skin too dark. Like he's like a actual light skin guy, like true light skin.
So Utah like knows who to get in trades and shit too, because they know they got a racist state. So they're like, we gotta get.
Somebody said Kevin Love probably gonna retire.
They tried to get like Zubac, Joker. Like Utah tried to get
like true white boys.
They tried to get old boy from the Lakers,
Reeves
and Connect,
Dog Connect, Austin Reeves.
By the way, speaking of the Lakers, what the fuck have they done? What are they doing? Don't they? So they got
8, homie.
They got old boy, and that's it. That's it. That lazy motherfucker. That's it.
He averaged like 15 and 10, homie. So you got DeAndre Ayton.
That's it.
Oh, think about that right now. You got Luka Doncic, Austin Reeves, LeBron James, Rui Hachimura, and DeAndre Ayton your starting lineup. That's a solid starting lineup, homie. Do not lie. Jackson?
I want to raise my hand to the chat. Can I ask everybody a question? Why haven't you guys hit the fucking like?
Wow.
First of all, shout out to everybody. 1,800 people in here on a Monday. Non-football. Great year. Great day.
Great year.
So shout out straight out to all you guys. But can you hit the like button?
Right. Is that simple?
Hit the like button. Because we have 1,800 likes, and then the algorithm changes. Tomorrow we have 10,000 people live.
Right.
But you don't want to do it.
Is that easy?
You don't want to see it. Fuck.
What do we got to do to make them hit the like button? Like, do we got to give out some free hoodies? We got what do we got to do, homie?
I got slap merch. I can send some slap shirts. I don't know. Fuck, man.
I mean, maybe send a slap shirt to like your boy Jay Earn or something. I don't know, bro. We got to figure out something. We got to find a way.
Jay Earn a member though. Respect to Jay Earn. He's a member. He don't agree with nothing I say, but he's a member, so I'm cool with it. I respect the opinion.
It's kind of like Gene. It's like Gene for me. Like he a member. Is what it is.
Everybody has their own opinion. They should have their own opinion, and I don't hate nobody for it. I
see some Hey May stuff in the chat. I ain't even gonna repeat it, but it just be
Some
hit
what?
the like button, y'all.
You see some what? Some anime?
Nah, I saw a Hey May comment in there.
What's Hey May?
Nothing. I'll tell you later. But hit the like button, man.
The chat's moving crazy. I can't even catch up and see it. Eddie, gift one member, motherfucker. All right, so
shout out to Eddie, man. That's my homie. He in Compton right now, walking around.
What?
He's walking around though. But let's keep this thing flowing, though. I know this topic is gonna get your ears just open up and just get your body just feeling excited about this, man. Your guy, man, President Trump, announced his plan in Iowa to have a UFC match at the White House during the kickoff for a year's worth of festivities to celebrate America's 250th birthday on July 4th, 2026, homie. How you feel about it? Are you excited, man? Your president is getting a UFC event from the White House, homie?
I'm not at all because I could give a fuck less about UFC. But I you saw that picture right there. I think you're excited. You're actually more excited than me on this, I think. And that's why you're scratching your ear. I think you're actually more excited. Our boy McKinney, who's going to come on the show, he won 30-second choke out. He posted a tweet like, I would love to beat the fuck out of somebody right in front of the White House lawn. And he left side. He on the left side, hard liberal. But he was like, I would love to choke a motherfucker out on the White House front lawn, America, happy 4th of July or whatever. So I was like, good shit, McKinney. He's going to come on the show this week, I think. You give me your take because I don't really give a fuck. I don't really watch that shit. So is that how it's going to be? People just standing around the lawn?
It's going to be live in the White House. Outside, going to have security, CIA, FBI, everybody surrounding there with all types of snipers and guns. Trump's going to be right there, you know.
That's right, crazy to allow the public right there. I don't know. Is that like, that's going to be a crazy setup. I get it. 250th, that'd be tight. 250th birthday. That'd be, I mean, that's going to boost that motherfucker's like, we could have 5 wars going on and his shit's going to boost for doing this.
So my thing is this. The only thing that I'm kind of excited about is the rumors of people who will be fighting on the card. It's too early to know, though. But I saw that John Bone Jones came out of retirement after 14 days. And I know he's a big Trumper, and he's excited about, you know,
really?
He's a huge Trumper. He loves Trump.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, like, yeah.
14,
after he's done fighting, he does a little Trump dance. He goes shakes his hand.
Oh, that's right. Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
So wait,
he's
a big one.
14 days?
I'm hearing rumors about McGregor. So I'm just hearing, like, again, it's so early. But if they're going to do this in front of the White House, the card has to be phenomenal. So just from that standpoint, like, I would love to see it just an all-time just fighting lineup card of just great fights. That would be dope.
Who you want? You want to see McGregor fight Jones?
Nah, that's different weight classes.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. McGregor hasn't fought in like 5 years, so but just having him fight would just sell tickets. Having Jones fight,
no. What I'm saying
supposed to be fight, huh?
What I'm saying to make it great is just let motherfuckers scrap. Fuck the weight. Let these motherfuckers fight.
It is the White House. Good fight. Tom Espinal versus John Jones be a good one. I want to see my guy Ilya Topuria, who's a monster. I want to see him in the ring. Like it's certain names where if you're gonna do this, you gotta do it the right way. So
Chavez Jr. Oh no, my bad.
No, that's boxing, and he got sent back over after he lost to Jake Paul. So
I know I did on purpose.
Yeah, it's good. It's good to see Trump's locked in though, just trying to find ways to make the country better, and just this is dope. So we'll see what happens, and this seems to be a major priority, and we'll go from there.
Chavez Jr. that motherfucker.
Why is that funny to you, though, bro?
He really got deported, homie.
That shit funny to you?
Yeah, because I mean, he was with the cartel, though. They got a whole thing on him, like, homie.
I mean,
hey, you know what's crazy?
We know who you with, homie. And you ain't get deported.
If Paul would have died, my bad. If Paul would have lost that fight, that would have been like, fuck. He would have been, and then the old boy got deported after Paul lost. That's what's crazy. If you see, I don't think people thought that through. If that motherfucker would have lost to the fucking cat that got snatched up the next day, it would not have been good for his brand. His shit might have just tanked. As far as now, he's like what? Been ranked, and now he can actually fight real.
He got
thing.
ranked 14th, but I saw that the board or whatever the name is called for like the higher ups of boxing they're going back to meet internally to see because a lot of boxers who've been complaining about Jake going from unranked to ranked 14th when he just beat a fighter who hasn't had a big time win since 2012, who hasn't been active in years. So it's like how you beat a scrub basically, and now you're ranked 14th. So they're looking like that don't make sense. So.
Yeah, Jack Paul. What is his name?
The one we're talking about right now is Jake. His brother is Logan. I sent you a video of them showing a breakdown of how him and other influencer, his partner, they got ownership in that drink called Prime, how it's $1 billion company. So,
yes, but to answer that guy's question, yes, they're nobodies.
Well, I hope I can be a nobody one day.
I'm all billionaire nobodies exist. That's just what it is. But they're still nobody. That doesn't change the fact
But you were somebody though.
Your bank account doesn't change the fact of what you are.
Bullshit.
Nah, see,
disagree.
Yeah, homie.
Because they do matter. Because a nobody ain't getting paid millions and billions of dollars. If you're a nobody, you have to do something to earn that.
Nah,
so that's the
homie.
difference between you.
All right. Well, anyway,
That's the difference between you.
I'm exhausted of the.
I'm exhausted. This whole nobody thing.
We'll be right next week.
If me and you are somebodies, how the fuck is a billionaire not a millionaire not nobody? That makes no sense.
You know what's cracking though? You know what's hilarious?
What's hilarious?
I don't know if there's a term out there that's I got to put on t-shirt. These motherfuckers get mad. You call them a nobody, homie, it's worse than bitch. It's worse. These cats in my comments that I just say, all I say now says the absolute nobody. And then I just put the laughing face. Homie, these motherfuckers, nobody. They're so mad about the nobody. And the fact that you're mad about me
it's
saying
disrespectful.
Nobody. Yeah, you're mad. It's fucking got people in a
very
circle.
Disrespectful. I got nobody.
I got America on.
It's very disrespectful.
I got America up in arms right now, homie, with the nobody take.
Call somebody know because you're like a nobody. You're basically like don't nobody know you, don't care about you.
You're absolutely scum of the earth.
You're the scum of the earth. Like you're just dirt on my shoe. Like that's how. So that's why I got to defend it because it's wrong when you say it.
I love it.
You know what I'm saying?
It's got to be one of the best things ever. Like you could actually respectfully, it's a word that you can use. I can't get canceled for the word. It's not like slapdick's like a little bit like what something.
Slapdick is like funny. That's not even. I don't even get offended.
You see me? I took the jet ski out. You see the jet ski slapdick on there?
Yeah, that's like on the side.
By side. Motherfuckers, bitches take a video. They love the slapdick. Oh my god, what's slapdick? Come find out, man. But anyway, I love it. Nobody, homie. I gotta put that. Just you are a nobody. Just put that on the back of the shirt. Fuck it, like because they're seeing me from the back. You are a nobody. And put the eye thing, you know, the eyes thing.
Yeah. The emoji.
Yeah.
Put that on the back of your yacht.
Yeah.
You riding past people. That's hard, homie. But you wrong about some of these cats, though. But yeah. But moving forward, though, man, our guy, this our man, Kirk Herbstreit says after ESPN announced budget cuts were affecting multiple crews, that Pat McAfee heard about it and offered to personally cover the cost for the crew. Man, check this out. Great story.
Probably shouldn't say this, but budget is always a big thing in our industry and trying to cut back on certain things. And they made an announcement they were going to cut back on this and cut back on that. And we were on a Zoom and Pat was listening to that. And I was listening to that like, why are they cutting back on that? It doesn't make any sense. And Pat decided to say, okay, if you're going to cut back on that, I'll cover that. I'll cover that because the crew, the people around the show, they need to have that. They need to have that. So
no one's even heard of something like that.
Yeah. So he's like,
Yeah.
I'm if you guys are going to do your budget thing, I'm taking care of the crew. And everyone was like, wow. And then upper management heard that and they said, whoa. We don't need Pat to cover that. We'll take care of that and take care. So it's like it's just a whole different set of boundaries. I think
that you have to learn and adapt as you go.
Yeah,
man, great story right there, man. JB, could you see yourself doing something like that? Like let's say we were on a big time streaming network and they were cutting costs, saying they couldn't pay for me, they couldn't pay for all our behind the scenes crew and our team. Did you see yourself, digging into your pockets and just covering all of our costs?
What do you think?
No.
Really? I've already done it my whole life. I've done it my whole life with no money. I've always fronted everybody. That's the difference. See?
Oh. You all right?
Spider web. So anyway,
damn.
Lupe! You better get your ass up, clean this motherfucker.
Who?
I'm fucking keeping you away from ice. You better clean this house. So I said, there's a lot going on here. He has clearly told ESPN, I run this bitch. Shut the fuck up. And he pulled their card, homie.
I run things here, not you, me.
He pulled ESPN's whole card. He said he made ESPN pay for it again at the end of the day because they would have looked horrible. And for Kurt to go out there and put it out there, it's like, ugh. Is it true that he blasted your girl Skeletor?
Huh?
I heard he blasted Skeletor too. So I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry. I call this person Skeletor. I have a personal beef with her on ESPN, but I call her Skeletor. Her name's Elle Duncan.
Listen, I don't know L, so I ain't got no. If you see this L, me and you cool. Ain't got nothing to do with me.
But Elle Duncan, I call her Skeletor. But apparently, there's a rumor out there that Kirk kind of went at her too over the weekend, and they went back and forth on me, and they work together still.
That's cool. I mean, a lot of.
Let me ask you. It's a poll question. Here's a topic. Here's a topic. Here's the context to it.
Yeah.
He said, because I'm gonna keep it real. He said that I don't like folks at our network or any network using their platform to be pro anything and not give a neutral response or an analytical response to certain things. So what he was saying is that Elle Duncan is pro certain teams and she roots for them publicly on the stage as an anchor. Like, go Ball State, you guys better win. Like, she's literally pushing that particular school or program or team in the NFL or NBA or whatever. Always, it's her team, it's her maybe alma mater, whatever it may be. And he said that. So she came out and was like, I'm always 100% going to give you a take, but that's my team, woo, or whatever. You got a problem with somebody being that pro at a major network like that? Like, I don't know. I don't know if you guys do it at the show, but like,
yeah, no. I mean, I understand what
he's heard Paul like super KU or super, Celtics. I don't know. I haven't.
I mean, I understand what he's saying. Like, he's saying like when people watch us, you want to make sure we hold all our credibility, right? So you want to come from a neutral standpoint. But no, I mean, I disagree only because for years I've seen this in different ways, whether it's a team or as a player or we all know Skip is a diehard Cowboys fan. We know that Stephen A is pro New York Knicks. We know that Whitlock, when he was at Speak, he was definitely shouting out Ball State for years. We know, Jordan, we got people who fans of LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Like, this has been going on for years where analysts shows their favoritism towards teams, players, etc. So it's I don't mind him having his own opinion on it, but she's not like new to this. This is something that's been going on for years.
But he's pro Ohio State, right?
Is he?
I mean, went there, he's legend. I don't know.
No, I'm just saying, like, from my take standpoint, I don't know.
I don't know about his takes on live TV, but I'm saying I think he was like, fucking crying and shit. Like ESPN. I like Kirk. Me and Kirk actually have a good relationship now after our little beef. But one of his colleagues, though, is about as pro something as you can be.
McAfee's super pro Colts and Pacers, by the way.
No, I'm talking about Michigan's legend.
You talking about Desmond?
Is Desmond Howard not the motherfucking most pro Michigan motherfucker on stage?
That's why I'm saying, I'm like, yeah, I hear what you're saying, and I would respect it more if it was like a consistent thing. And maybe it is a consistent thing. Like maybe he just for whatever reason felt the need to point it at L. Duncan or whatever more specific. I don't know why. I don't want to assume. I don't know what the relationship is prior or what is.
Okay, so let me ask you this. So L's an anchor. Desmond is like doing football games, game days, obviously on game day. So is there a difference between an anchor and a analyst, a game time analyst? I guess that's the difference.
No, because she gives her opinion on stuff too. Like I know she hosts like a women's like basketball. I think it's pre-show. If I'm not mistaken.
Is his playing experience, playing at the ultimate level, Heisman, like big, is his that trumps her? Like she's a nobody.
No, shouldn't none of that matter. They're all in the same field right now, so all that don't matter. We're now on TV. So again, if I haven't seen the tweet, I'm listening to what you said. You told me. Yeah. He says I have an issue with analysts showing favoritism towards any one team or whatever. If that's the case, all the other stuff don't matter.
But you're not tuning into L to get football takes. Let's be real, right? You're not. So like, but you would listen to Desmond probably like talk about Michigan, Ohio State because he played.
That's completely has nothing to do with what we're talking about. We're talking about showing favoritism to teams that you're a fan of. So if she's an alum of a certain school, if she's from Georgia or from Atlanta, or whatever, she wants to rep a certain team.
What's the other girl's name? What's her name that she left for a while? She was pregnant. But she's super pro Georgia because she came to Indy and interviewed me with Jermaine Johnson when he was committed to Georgia. What's her name? She was a Georgia hooper.
Taylor?
Yeah. She's pro as fuck, Georgia.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you can go across the board. It's people who's just pro LeBron. Wherever LeBron goes, they're going to root for LeBron. You got people who's pro Laker, pro Cowboy, pro New York. Literally, every time the Cowboys lose, Stephen A. posts a video of himself cracking up laughing. When the New York Knicks are rolling in the playoff, he's super passionate. He's getting like, this is a thing. Like, I don't understand. This is a thing that's been happening. Go ahead, Jason.
Why don't we have 1,000 likes?
I still don't know. That's the one thing I'm not really for sure about. That's the one thing I haven't been able to really like lock in.
So we're not influencers?
We're not doing a good job of entertaining them. They only like when you make them entertain. We're not funny right now. We're not funny. We're not doing anything creative. We're not doing anything like we're not at the level of speed right now. We're not at the level of the Drewskis and the Kites and that. So the guys who you hate on and who you diss, they figured it out. We ain't figured it out yet. So we gotta keep on trying new things.
So we're not good content creators.
We're middle of the pack. We're middle of the pack. We're like C+. So there's room for growth, homie.
Anyway,
it's like me my sophomore season. I was a good rotational player. I was cool. 20 plays a game by Ball State, 25. I wasn't ready to start yet. Had to go through the work, had to learn, figure out different ways to get better. Junior year, started all you know what I mean? So it's takes time, homie. Me and you, we've been doing this for what, 2 years now? 2.5 years? Has it been 2 years? Yeah, I think it's been 2 years now, right? Officially. Takes time. Because JB has ran his course and the wave is getting smaller each day. That's from Ryan James.
Show's bigger right now. We got 1,800 people live. It's actually bigger today than it was Friday. I don't know. I'm not good.
You ran your course on me.
I'm not good at math, Smitty, but
you ran your course.
We're like double Friday right now.
Well, the haters gonna say Friday was just a bad day. Then you see what I'm saying? Like they're not looking like we double.
More followers, more subscribers every day, more everything. Blinky said it's fake numbers. I don't know. I didn't know YouTube could do fake numbers. I wish I could do fake numbers.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah. See, that's the and the bitch's ass is fat and all that. They're the same cat. It's called small dick syndrome.
Show it again. Anyway, let's move on.
Show what? Show what again?
I'm about to make sure that clip for all the new fans who don't know what you're talking about. You keep bringing up that lady's backside on your yacht. And I'm gonna show the fans again one more time for them to see it. But we're cool. We'll keep it pushing, keep it moving. We got another topic here coming up. We're at by the way, we're at 553 likes. So we're like halfway there, give or take. So anyway, Jason Kelsey was getting a lot of pushback after a 4th of July post. He said this, I'm reading it and I quote, "Man, I love the 4th, one of the great days we all can set aside our differences in this country and enjoy the one thing we all share in common, that we are American. Cheers to you, oh beautiful America." End quote. That's what he posted, and I guess that he was getting some pushback in the streets, man. I don't see why.
Before we go to that, you
Yeah.
care to comment on this?
Alan said, Smitty. Oh, Smitty just wanted to see that butt again. You married Smitty. I don't want to see it at all. If I wanted to just see it, it's on his Twitter. So I can just go to his Twitter and just go look. So that's not the case. I'm trying to think about the fans, Alan. You understand that people who are watching the show now are not necessarily the same people who's watching the 6. Some of y'all watch the whole show, and shout out to y'all. A lot of people, they jump in for an hour, jump out. So I want people to see what we're talking about when we keep referring to it.
I gotta delete it. I usually have a motto. I don't delete anything I do because, like I said, it's like apologizing. That's me. That's me.
Yeah.
So like I don't like to delete it, but like
it's too late now. It's already out.
Is it?
Yeah. Screen record.
I mean,
it's a wrap.
I don't know. I don't think it has a lot of views. Does
Trust me, people have screen record that. It's in people's group chat. People are look at JB, man. This is crazy. He posting this online. It's on Reddit now. That's everywhere. Trust me.
What is Reddit again? Is that where you get your free porn?
No, I don't really like watch that no more like that. So like, but Reddit is just like a social platform where you can go like pretty much like unnamed and just like find information. Sometimes like NBA trades will leak on there, and you'll find out stuff from behind the scenes. It's all
it has 100,000 views. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
Real quick, back to Kelsey. I got a little take on this. Can we pull it back up? What is your take, Smitty? Because apparently the Democratic Party has gone at him hard. Everything that he said in this, and I don't even agree with Jason Kelsey half the time, and I definitely don't agree with his brother. But man, I love the 4th. One of the great days can set aside our differences in this country and enjoy the one thing we share in common, that we are American. That is so untrue now, though. It's unfortunate, and it's a sad, sad day in the 4th of July. On the 4th of July, when we don't even celebrate as Americans anymore. We had a whole party, a Democratic Party, who said they refuse. Not a whole party. Let me retract. We had a whole Democratic group come out and say, we're not celebrating the 4th of July. This isn't America. This isn't blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, why don't you go somewhere else then, since it's so much better there? I'm very confused. We used to be able to celebrate the 4th of July as Democrats and Republicans together, regardless of who the president was, and do that. And now it's this. I'm very dumbfounded by it all. I really am. I'm dumbfounded by the 4th of July now being so separated by a group, two groups that one, they can't see eye to eye on anything whatsoever. And now the country is the, what is the word? The victim. Our country we live in, the country, the America, that we say is the greatest in the world, is now a country that people are sitting there talking about, I don't want to fucking celebrate the 4th of July in the country that you live in, but you're out here setting off fireworks? Come on, man. This shit is crazy to me, dog. We used to be able to go to a bar, and we talked about this many times, have our differences, bullshit, drink together, celebrate the 4th, and now they're not even celebrating the 4th. They had, I don't know if you saw it, but downtown LA, another fucking peaceful protest. But anyway, these motherfuckers were burning our flags. Come on the 4th, homie. To me, I don't know. You should
my algorithm. I didn't see that.
You should be taking out.
That's
back.
a shame that is happening. You know,
taking out back.
You know, Ross there.
American flag, homie, is ridiculous. Burning the American flag on the 4th of July is utterly fucking ridiculous. I never seen nothing like it. I never seen that.
Maybe we can dive back into that, but our special guest is here, JB, and I think it's only right that you do the honors.
I think you should do the honors. You do so much better work when you bring them in.
I think you just way better when it comes down to it, though. I think you should do it.
Well, we got a legend. We got a legend, man. One of the best baseball writers out there at the Athletic.
Yes, sir.
And he runs the Starkville Pod, Major
Talk
League
about
Baseball Net. Our main man, Jason Stark.
Jay Stark.
Major Baseball. How you doing? How you doing, Jason?
you
Appreciate
doing?
you. You have a great name, by the way.
Jason Stark is a powerful name.
I appreciate it, man. How are you?
How you doing, brother? I appreciate you
Hey,
joining
I'm
us.
awesome.
Hey, yeah, no doubt. Let me ask you something right out the gate. We're headed into All-Star break. The Nationals made a big splash. They fired their skipper, Martinez. Shocker or no shock?
Yeah. Look, I understand why these guys got fired. You know, since they won the World Series in 2019, they've lost more games than any team not named the Rockies. But it's the timing that's amazing. Posted this on X earlier. I'm going to guess no team has ever fired its GM or president of baseball ops, whatever, a week before it had the number 1 pick in the draft. You have got to be kidding. This is an all-timer. And guys, I think it speaks to the dysfunction that we've seen in the Nationals franchise for a long time. It's just been hard to understand how this ownership operates. They have shown no sense of urgency to invest in their franchise on almost any level for 5 years. And then they suddenly do this. There's a story behind the scenes. When it comes out, it'll be a doozy, don't you think?
Yeah, because is it? Do you think that a lot of these teams are feeling the pressure of the Dodgers? Let's be honest, the way they're spending money and trying to keep up with the Joneses in the National League. I know the Padres and the Giants in their own division, and the Diamondbacks. They're all a pretty damn good division out here west. We're in LA, of course. I grew up a hardcore Dodger guy, but is it a pressure from these owners that are like, hey, we gotta keep up with the Joneses, and you're not getting it done?
The Nationals aren't feeling it. They
exactly.
felt it. I think you could name quite a few teams that haven't felt it. I mean, what you're talking about is trying to win. Why do you own your team if you're not trying to win? It's all any fan base asks of any owner, and there are too many in baseball that are not. Let's look at the Pirates. They played better since they fired the manager, but when you've got Paul Skeens on your team, when you've got the kind of pitching on your team and in your system that they have, don't you have to invest to try to win now? I don't know how long the window is to win with a guy like Paul Skeens, but this year's part of it, okay? And they didn't invest in their team at all. And then Bob Nutting fires the manager and issues a statement saying we've all got to show a greater sense of urgency. How about that for lack of self-awareness, huh?
Nah, no doubt. It's interesting. I want to transition real quick to that. The Dodgers just got, I think, swept by the Astros.
Yeah.
And so both of those guys have the same record, or Dodgers have maybe one more win, but the Dodgers still kind of hovering with one of the best records in baseball. Are you surprised with all the pitching injuries that they've had? Ohtani getting back on the mound. Are the Dodgers just so loaded that come to All-Star break, after the All-Star break, now they're up on the Padres by 7 and the Giants by 7? That kind of starting to separate there. I think it's like 65% of the teams that lead at the All-Star break win the division in the history of baseball. Are you seeing this team just so loaded that it doesn't matter who's on the mound? This team's going to end up being they're just the best money can buy, or what?
Yeah, apparently it doesn't matter. I have a column that's on our site in The Athletic today. Feel free to check it out. What we've learned in the first half. And so one of the things I did to write this column was I asked a bunch of people in various front offices, do they think there's a great team in baseball right now? And you know what the answer was? The only great team is the healthy Dodgers. I think we were reminded again over the weekend that team doesn't exist. They've had to use 16 starting pitchers.
Yeah.
16. They have so many injured pitchers and so many injured players. They're paying guys not to play for them over $130 million as we speak. Try to digest that. So are they ever going to be healthy? I don't know the answer. I do think that might determine who wins the World Series.
So just to get clarity, so you're saying if the Dodgers are healthy, you think it's a no-brainer the Dodgers will repeat. If they're not healthy, it's kind of just up in the air. It sounds like there's just a group of teams that are good but not great that are kind of all in the same bubble.
Yeah, there's a lot of flawed teams. You know, ever since the Dodgers spent $1 gazillion over the last two winters, there's been this narrative that they're ruining baseball. And as Stan Kasten, who's their president, keeps pointing out, their odds to win the World Series are not 100%. Okay, last time I checked, I think as of this morning, they were at 22% odds to win the World Series. Now, nobody else is over 11%, which just tells you about the talent level on their roster. But let me ask you guys, if their odds to win the World Series are 22%, it means their odds not to win the World Series would be 78%. Are you taking the field or the Dodgers?
Field.
Take the field. That's how baseball works.
And even through all what we've seen, I'm like, I'm starting to be Dodgers again, though. Like at the end of the day, I'm like, they know how to do it. They're getting it done. I think what Robert's done with the rotation and with this injury is like his best job. And I don't think he's getting enough credit even though I don't think people get the credit. And I'm a former coach. Like understanding a talented team to get them to go the same direction at the same time is harder than taking a bad team and be above 500. Like people don't realize how hard it is to maintain greatness. I know you do, but I don't know if people understand. Like pretty damn impressive job he's done with all the injuries, and then Ohtani coming back on the mound and all this other stuff. So I'm interested. We got Brett Boone on our show a couple times a month, and now he's hitting coach there and for the Texans. Our Texas Rangers, and we were talking to him. I want to ask you. I know you're an East Coast guy. Is his brother Aaron in a little bit of hot water there in New York, or is this not the Steinbrenner in New York, and they can really care less? Because I've seen other people report like this ain't Steinbrenner. He'd be fired right now if it was George running the show and blah blah blah. Are the Yankees? Is that a job that it's like the Lakers and it's like UCLA basketball? Like this is a very, very tough place to go and not win at, right?
Well, the boss is not coming back to life to fire Aaron Boone.
Right.
I can safely predict that.
Right.
And Hal Steinbrenner's just a very different human from his dad. It is kind of amazing that the Yankees have lost 11 games in the standings to the Blue Jays in basically 3 weeks. That's amazing. But they're another team really dealing with a ton of pitching injuries. And, we started this by talking about the Dodgers, and the Dodgers' investment in depth and appreciation of the meaning of depth is what keeps them going. I think the manager is really good. I think the front office is the smartest front office in baseball in LA. It feels sometimes like they're playing with like a 70-man roster. They've always got somebody to call up or bring in. Most teams, even the Yankees, can't cope with this level of pitching injuries. And I think that buys Aaron Boone a pass. He's not going to manage the Yankees for life. Sooner or later, all these years that the Yankees don't win the World Series under Aaron Boone will catch up with them. I'm sure that's when the Yankees don't win the World Series, anything is possible. But I'd be really shocked if something were to happen to Aaron Boone right now, given the context of why they've lost the games they've lost.
So it would be way out. Sorry, it'd be way out of spectrum to even talk Cashman then, because a lot of people give him heat too. Is he not in that same boat?
I mean, again, I don't think Brian Cashman will be GM for life, but who has done that job for more years than him? The answer is nobody. There's a reason for that. And that's because Hal Steinbrenner and Randy Levine appreciate the things that Brian Cashman does as well as anybody in the game in his job. And so why would that change in the middle of this season? At some point they could have something happen that could change the way ownership looks at that guy. But Brian Cashman is not losing his job, and especially this month. That's only a Nationals thing.
Yeah, not for sure. I have a question for you. We always talk about this with other sports, with football in specific, as far as like the injuries being at like an all-time high. Seems like this season is, and I don't have the stats, so I could be completely off on this, but just hearing you talk about just all the injuries that the Dodgers have faced, and now we're hearing the pitching injuries that the Yankees are facing right now. I guess just your own opinion on it. Why do you think that it seems to be such an increase in the injuries this season?
Well, I don't know that there's a drastic increase. I just think health has been the one frontier that most teams have not been able to conquer. I was talking to one of the Dodgers front office guys about that earlier this season. That's a team, if you pay attention to them, doesn't it seem like they feel like they've got everything thought out? They've got everything about baseball figured out at a whole different level than anybody else, except for that one thing. Health.
Yeah.
They have absorbed more injuries over the last 2 years than any team. Some of it is the kinds of players that they bring in because of their resources, because of their money. They're not as concerned with volume as other teams. They know they're going to rip through a ton of starting pitchers every year because they don't care about guys throwing 200 innings or even 150 innings. They just want when somebody like Blake Snell goes to the mound, they just want him to be great that day. And they don't care if he spends 2 months or 3 months or whatever it is on the injured list. You know what they care about? Having Blake Snell and Kershaw and Glasnow and Ohtani and the best they've got ready to go in October. That isn't where they were last year, and they still won the World Series. But they're kind of a microcosm to me about how baseball can't figure out how to stop this, and especially the pitching side of it. When we're living in a planet where more guys throw 100, 102, 105 than at any point in the history of our species, does that seem like it's conducive to the health of their arms? I think the evidence would say no.
And I play quarterback. I had broke it down to Smitty before. Like, this is not even our natural throwing position as a human biomechanically. It's the underhand.
Yeah.
So, like, people don't realize that. I had to talk about that to Smitty because I always teach the youngster here on the show. This is the youngster right here, Jason. I got to teach him some stuff. Jason, let me ask you, go back west. In your article, I know you mentioned, is there a great team? You mentioned Devers, the trade. Obviously, the Giants scoop them up out here in the West, 7 games behind the Dodgers. Is that a move that gets them in the playoffs as in that wild card spot? Is it going to come down to them and the Padres, you think, in the NL?
Yeah, it isn't how they drew it up the last 3 weeks. You know how many teams in the National League have scored fewer runs than the Giants since they made that trade? I mentioned that this morning. 1. Amazingly, it's the Braves. But
wow,
when they've had a really hard time through the years finding free agent bats who would take their money, who would sign with their team. And now here you have a situation where a young guy, 27, 28 years old, Rafael Devers, is available in a trade, and you don't even have to trade a kid with star power, a kid who's going to come back and haunt you in that trade. You have to make that, not just for the next 3 months, but for the long haul. I don't think we can judge the Rafael Devers trade for either team based on what has happened in the last 3 weeks. We're going to have to, we'll be watching this one for a really long time, but I do think I can't really find any redeeming reason that the Red Sox did what they did for the package they got, they'd better spend the money they saved exceedingly well.
Was that what it was ultimately? Just a dump? A big salary?
You know, there are a lot of issues when you've got a player who's openly feuding with the front office, and when he's asked, "Hey, you want to play first base?" No. You want to DH? No. Yeah. You want to get to the park the same time as your teammates? No. It was getting to be a very untenable situation that in Rafael Devers' defense, they created by the way they communicated or failed to communicate with him over this winter and spring about Alex Bregman. So it wasn't just a dump. The dump is the part of it that'll determine how it goes from here. If they don't spend that money on another star, then people in Boston will never forgive them, just the way they've never forgiven them for trading Mookie. And why should they?
Nah, no doubt.
It sounds like, I mean, the guy forced his way out, though, as much as what, you know what I'm saying? Like him saying, no, I'm not doing this. No, I'm not doing that. We always talk about the player empowerment in all sports these days. And it seems like players kind of determine when they're going to be traded, where they're going to go. And I don't know. It sounds like this was play a little bit of, into that belief that he wasn't happy. So he just continued to be like a little bit of a nuisance, so to speak, until they had no choice but to dump him.
Yeah, that situation just fed on itself. Just again, go back to the winter when they never said to him, "Oh, by the way, we're trying to sign Alex Bregman, and we might even trade for Nolan Arenado. And if we do, you know who's not going to be playing third base? You. So how can we deal with this?" That never happened. And so they never had the conversation until Alex Bregman was under contract, and the player was offended by that, and it just steamrolled from there. Now, look, so the Red Sox, I think the blame starts with them. On the other hand, are you sure you signed the right player for $300 million? You know what I mean? I don't know that you did. Now, he's been a model citizen since he's gotten to the Giants. Everybody gets to hit the reset button when that happens. But the Red Sox are on the clock. They've got $40 million burning a hole in their pockets right now, and they better spend it well.
Let me ask you, All-Star Weekend coming up. Kershaw was added to the special commissioner's selection list. I think it's 11th All-Star game, and 19 first-timers will be on the roster in this game. Pete Alonso said no to the home run derby. He said he wants to enjoy it. Are you seeing a seismic shift in where baseball is with the youngsters now making the roster, these newer guys that people are starting to learn, and then you have to throw in an old Kershaw in an exemption list who really hasn't done anything this year, coming off injury? Is that something? Where do you rank the All-Star game versus the other pro sports, football, basketball, etc.? Basketball is a joke to me. Football is becoming even a bigger joke with flag football now. Where's baseball? Is it still in a good space as far as that goes?
Well, it's the only one of these All-Star games that's still a real game.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
So there is that. In some ways, the home run derby has kind of outshone the game itself, because what we learn every year in the All-Star game is the pitching in baseball right now is unhittable. It's ridiculous. So nobody can score in that game. It's not really what you're paying to watch. Baseball has the opposite problem, but we don't need to get into that. Right. You mentioned Kershaw. Am I allowed to pat myself on the back? For 10 years, I've been writing baseball should have a living legend spot on the All-Star team for a great player who's basically at the finish line in his career. And he deserves to be not just in uniform waving his cap, but he should be on the roster and let him play in the game. If Clayton Kershaw pitches in the All-Star game, how is that a problem? So I think this is a fantastic choice. Rob Manfred, really excited that Clayton is in the game. And my favorite thing about the All-Star game is when you walk into that clubhouse and it's all those new guys, those rising stars, picking the brains and getting to know and connect with the old guard, the great players in our sport, and that's going to happen again. But you know what's going to happen again that really bugs me? Do we have to continue this rule that every team needs an all-star? Juan Soto is not on the team. Seiya Suzuki's not on the team. Trey Turner, the only player in baseball with over 100 hits, is not on the team. And why aren't they on the team? Because we still have this rule that says every team has to have an all-star, even teams that are almost 50 games under 500 at
Colorado.
the break. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that's a great point.
I don't like it.
I agree with you on that one. I don't think everyone deserves a trophy, but that's the generation we become. I don't know why or how, but
it's the all-star game.
Right.
Whatever you have to do to get the stars in the game. Let's do that.
Let me ask you this. Are you worried that baseball is going to have a basketball issue? Like if the best dunkers don't do the dunk contest, it's actually not watched like it used to be. If the Jordans and LeBrons and all these guys don't do it, LeBron's never done it. In baseball, Pete Alonso, two-time winner of the Derby, says no. Do others follow the big-time hitters in that event? And are we going to water that Derby down now?
Well, I would compare the field in every home run derby versus the field in every dunk contest in the last 15 years, and it's no contest. But it is shocking when Pete Alonso, Mr. Home Run Derby, sits it out. I don't know what that's all about. It is tiring. I get it. Yeah. This is a guy who he has a lot on the line. He invested in himself this year. He'll be a free agent again this winter. Nobody knows better than Pete Alonso what a home run derby can take out of you. And he can't afford to have a rough second half, even though I think that's generally been proven to be a myth, especially by him. Okay. But I think that is the issue here. There is a physical wear and tear that comes with taking that many swings. They've helped to control it with the clock. These players take many fewer swings than they used to. But that's always going to be an issue. And I don't know how they get around that. Nevertheless, we still look like we're going to have a great field. If Cal Raleigh is going to be in the field, switch hitting homers in the Derby, and James Wood, the next big thing, is in the Derby, we'll have plenty of star power.
Yeah, I'm trying to say that, JB.
No doubt. It's interesting. I'm curious to see how this thing unfolds, man, and how it works out. Who knows how it will? But let me ask you this: you're talking about scores. The last thing I have for you, I can't thank you enough for hopping. You're talking about the scoring down and the pitching's unhittable in games like that, and overall the Giants, they get Devers, they're still bad at the bat. Is it the pitch clock? Is it the size of the bag? What is it? The rule changes? What's happened to what we need steroids back? What's going on?
No, rule changes have been great. The pitch clock has made baseball an eminently more entertainable and watchable sport.
Told you, Jason.
Right? The stolen base rules, they've worked.
Mm-hmm.
Base stealing is way up, and the game is way more fun, faster running. The one frontier they've got to figure out is it's not just the strikeout rate; it's now the shutout rate. We've had a shutout 74 of the last 80 days. We haven't seen that in any season since 1914. And it's because the stuff coming out of pitchers' hands has never been more insane. It's not just 100. It's the hitters are confused. They don't know what's coming because it's the lowest rate of fastball usage we've ever seen. There's no such thing as a fastball count. And so we have pitchers going into the lab, the pitching lab, and developing pitches that hitters have never seen in their lives. And all these pitches are coming from the same arm slot in the same tunnel, except they move this way, that way, that way, that way. And these are pitches that literally didn't even exist 10 years ago. It's never been harder to hit. And that shutout stat proves it to me.
Man, The athletes keep getting better, JB. We keep telling you that.
Yeah, but I'm confused because Brett Boone and them kind of like this is the greatest hitters we've seen too, though. Like we've got more talent
Right.
at least more talent. So like,
We got guys throwing 8 pitches now. They go to the mound and they throw 8 different pitches or 6 different pitches, and they vary in miles per hour from 100 to 70. Think about it. And they all are coming out of the same arm slot. So 2/3 of the way to home plate, they look like the same pitch, but then they dive in 6 different directions. Tell me how guys are supposed to hit that. It's never been harder, honestly.
it's interesting. I'm curious to see how the game's headed. You happy though in the space? Like you don't see anything. You see it kind of like the this is what I mean. Miami Marlins, they got a bad, 500 people showing up. Like the A's are playing in Sacramento, for God's sake, where they go to Vegas or whatever. Are you happy with where baseball's headed? Are they going to have to expand, or is somebody going to move? Is a team going to move a city to city? Are you seeing anything like that? Are you happy with baseball, where it's headed, trajectory?
I think baseball has some issues, and revenue disparity is a big one. What's happening with regional sports nets is a big one, and what that means for revenues. And they've got to figure that out. My biggest worry is that not next season, but that the winter following next season, that could lead to a cataclysmic work stoppage. I hope not, but you've got some owners now that are really on the warpath, and they don't care what it takes. They want a cap, and this isn't the time for us to start discussing whether baseball needs a cap, whether a cap would work in baseball. Whatever. The one thing that these owners know is if they propose a cap, and that's the only way that they will negotiate, this players union is not interested.
Yeah.
It's non-negotiable. And if we're going to have a labor negotiation that is just about the cap, I don't know that the 2027 season will even be played. So that's my biggest worry.
Wow. Is it I'm looking at these contracts though. They're giving these guys, Tatis 10, 12, 15-year contracts. Like, isn't that, I don't know. I don't see how that's good for baseball.
It's a $12 billion industry.
Yeah.
There's plenty of money in the sport.
Yeah, no doubt.
I think we're going to see $1 billion deal here though shortly. If it's not a change here in the next 5-10 years.
But if the fan base is not going to the games, then you're relying on corporate sponsorships to fund that, right? Because look at the TV rights, like the Dodgers. I can't watch a Dodger game in LA because I don't have Spectrum. And it's the same with the Lakers, same with the Kings, same with LA fans are getting shut down from their favorite teams in our own city, in our own market, because of what these TV contracts have done. Is that not pissing off fans though?
Well, there's a big TV issue. I just spelled it out. Attendance for the most part is not an issue. The number of people who are paying to go to Major League Baseball games now dwarfs what it was 20, 30, 50 years ago. But you just said it. The money that funds these kinds of contracts is not coming from attendance. It largely comes from other stuff. TV has been the biggest driver of revenue for a long time now, and that formula is in danger. So baseball's trying to figure that out right now, and we don't know where any of this is going ultimately, but there's going to be a lot of stuff to fight about going into 2027. I don't want to watch that fight.
Yeah.
I hear you on that, no doubt. Man, Jason, I can't thank you enough, man. Hopefully, anything else you got going right now in the fire? You got anything cooking?
Yeah, well, as I said, got this big column today on what we've learned in the first half, and coming up in a few days, it'll be my annual award picks column that I know the readers out there will agree with every single one of those picks, just like they always do.
Yeah, you never have to worry about the haters out there. Don't worry. I say my haters are my biggest fans, Jason. Hey, I can't thank you enough. I hope we get you on again after the World Series or when my Dodgers win it all.
Stay tuned.
All right,
guys. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Legendary Jason Stark.
Man, Jason and Jason.
He been around a long time. He been doing that shit. He been doing it long time. If true baseball fans know Jason Stark.
He really dropped the bombshell though. He said the 2027 season may be in jeopardy. That's huge right there, homie.
They're gonna be striking. They're gonna strike.
They gonna strike.
Yeah.
And I love too, like when people come here and they prove you wrong. Like you've always said that there's an attendance issue. People are not coming to the games, and he just completely just like shitted on your take, saying that it's the highest it's been in the last 20, 30 years. So like he completely like shit on everything you said. So that's another sign that shows that I be like cooking you a lot of times, and you just be saying stuff, but you say it with so much confidence and loudness that the casual fan who doesn't do the research, they just think you're right. But then you get an actual fact checker comes on who tells you that you're wrong. So
I would shit back on him by saying the population's also grown in America. Fucking you talking about? He said no shit. 1920s, nobody was going to no fucking.
He said 20, 30 years. Stop it. Don't go back that far. He said 05.
So why am I pulling up? Lowest attendance in Colorado ever. Lowest attendance in Miami or Florida for the Marlins ever. Lowest attendance in Chicago ever. Why is that? I don't get it.
So are you saying the well-respected guest who we just had,
No,
who real baseball fans know is wrong?
I'm not saying that at all. I think that it's skewed though, because we live in the analytical world. So the Dodgers Yankees sell out every game, 55,000 every game. Your Dodgers Yankees, the best. And then you have some teams, right, spotted in there that do great, that people want to go watch. But overall, fucking A's are playing in goddamn Sacramento at a JUCO. Like, are we really talking about this is on the high? I'm just telling you. I think it all compiles into what he just said. 27 you may have a work stoppage. That ain't good. That ain't good for baseball.
That's negotiations, though.
But corporate America has been running a lot of things because there's no way you sell out a flag football game in the Pro Bowl, right? Vegas sold out the first flag football game, sold out. And like the corporate sponsors are still buying these tickets. So somebody's paying these things. I know TV's number one, but I'm saying somebody's paying. I can't watch a Dodger game, Smitty. This shit's unbelievable. Unless it's Sunday night football, baseball on ESPN, I can't even watch a Dodger game. Like the shit,
crazy.
There's no way you can tell me that's sustainable. Like, who's watching them?
It's the same way with the Lakers, though.
That's what I'm saying. That the base, like, it eventually will deter the fan. You can't tell me because I don't yearn to watch a Laker game no more like I used to. I used to find the Laker game. Now I'm like, fuck you. I'm not trying to fucking find you and go on UE Sports, whatever. Go, you got to stream it, JB. It's free on UE Sports. So I don't want to fucking find that bullshit. And I have to hit X 1,000 fucking times to take out the ad. And then fucking it takes me to some porn site. Then I got to fucking come back. I got to fucking hit X again. 1,000 fucking X's. And then it comes back. Then I got to fucking mirror it from my phone to my fucking big screen. And then I have no sound. And then if fucking ghetto fuckfest are we living in? I pay fucking YouTube TV $1 million to have 30 TVs running. I got to fucking go to UER fucking sports or whatever the fuck these idiots, though nobody's telling me. Then a Stream East or whatever, yeah. Then I got to put the password. I forgot that. The fucking good email. I got to call Bailey. Get my fucking email back up. It's a fucking mockery. I can't just turn on the TV and find a fucking Laker game. In LA. But I can go to fucking butt-fuck Kansas and watch all the Laker games.
Yeah.
So I got to fly out. I got two options. I download Stream East EU and fucking hit X 1,000 times to get a porn fucking virus. Or I fly out to Kansas to watch the fucking Dodgers from the boat I could have been on, watching my boat on satellite from Kansas.
That's life, homie. That's life. So live and die in LA. Or just nut up and shut up, homie. Go pay for Spectrum. You got the money. You got 10 other things you pay for. YouTube TV, you got Hulu, you got Netflix, you got all Roku stick, you got everything else. Pay for one more thing. Pay for Spectrum. Betty, go and put in the next topic.
Have you seen this fucking
I ain't seen it.
The bitch that sued a Lyft?
I ain't even seen it right up or nothing. I don't know where it's at. Small. It's gotta be something else. It gotta be like some context I'm missing, or she fell, had an injury. There's something here.
She fell?
I'm just talking out loud. I'm saying there has to be something else here. There's no way.
If she fell, my fucking boat would have capsized. What do you mean if she fell? If she fell, we'd had a fucking Richter scale alert in L.A. What do you mean if she fell? This ain't.
I'm just saying
bitch.
something happened, homie.
This ain't no bitch. I fell and I can't get up. This ain't that scenario, homie.
It might
be a mockery of the system. The mockery of the system. And why is all these young brothers doing this?
It's in Africa, I guess. That's what Bailey said.
I thought it was Air France. Air Peace?
I don't know. Listen, I'm just listening.
Hold on, time out, homie. What's the name of the plane? Hold on. What's the name of the plane, homie? You bullshitting me. Fuck. I thought it was Air France.
Nah, it ain't
so
Air
wait
France,
up. Is she the only bitch getting on the plane? Only brought on the plane?
Air Peace Limited is a private Nigerian airline founded in 2013. So it's private. So I don't know who this lady is.
They don't have a ramp?
Is there any context here, baby? Like, was it like a tweet or? Oh, okay. There's no words or nothing. It was just a video.
I mean, I thought this was my homie's pallbearers taking the homie to fucking rest in peace. I had no fucking idea they were lifting her to get on a plane to go somewhere else and fuck up their place.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, it's like 9 folks. Nine young brothers carrying her too. They struggling. I think how she get to that point though. Like, did she walk to that point?
Thank you. Why don't you? Yeah, let's call out. First of all, I gotta ask you.
That's why I need to see more because I'm trying to like some have to. I'm looking at her face. It looks like she's in pain.
We seen? What do you say the word? Summation.
In summation.
Why haven't we seen the bitch get to the top? I haven't seen the climax. I want to see her get on. Have they brought her to the top of the? Has she got to the top of this motherfucker? We keep seeing the same video clip of them at the bottom.
I want to see the whole thing. I want to see how she got to the bottom.
Did they drop her?
There's a before and an after that we're not seeing right now. So it's hard for me to get my full opinion on here. I need a before. I need an after. Who is she? Is this a skit? Is it real? Is she injured? Is she hurt? Is there a health condition outside of just being overweight? Is there like an actual thing going on with her? Is there like a?
It's girl. Let me dank.
That's not Dank the Moss, homie. It's not Dank the Moss. It's not Dank.
It's
not Dank. Dank move around. Dank be move. Dank, hey, say what you want. Dank be moving. She be at the gym. She be doing a little rap videos outside of KFC. She moves around, walks around perfectly fine. This woman can't walk or move around allegedly. So I need to know what's going on. Is her legs paralyzed? Is there a lack of blood flow? Is she sick? Is there like what's actually going on? I need context, homie.
I'd sue everybody. If I was those 9 brothers right there, I'm suing Air Peace.
Under what? Like what? What you gonna say?
Fuck, all our backs went out.
That's not a sue. That's not a sue thing.
All our backs went out at the workplace, homie. What do you mean? It's not a workers' comp spot? Is not a thing? Fucking shit. That motherfucker's whole fucking vertebrae just displaced.
But they gotta prove that they back actually went out though.
I got my cousin the chiropractor, homie. He literally L5, all their L5s are out. All of them.
Why L5 specifically though?
Because right before the sacrum and the coccyx.
The who?
Coccyx.
Okay.
So the coccyx and the sacrum is a bowl-shaped. The sacrum is a bowl-shaped. Where your bone, the women's sacrum obviously is where the baby's a little wider, the birth canal. The man it supports the L5. All their L5s are out. I guarantee it. See, look at Alan knows. When you squat, Smitty, your back hurts when you squat, Smitty, because a lot of people don't know how to squat. They do this.
No,
L5.
my L4, I had a bulging disc in my L4, my L5. That's why I asked you specifically, though.
Yeah. Last video we got before this great Monday ends.
Let's end on a high note, JB. What you got for us?
There we go.
The answer to this question is no. The question is it right? No. Okay, no. But why is this mark not really the kind of mark that I want to make?
You want like something more that you can see, right?
Yeah. Okay, so let's just imagine that I go and I make this little tiny mark, and then because I'm the teacher in the class, somebody's like, "Oh, Em, I need your help," and I like wander away. Then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna be like, okay, I know I just made a mark, but like this kind of looks like my mark, this kind of looks like my mark. This is the thing, to make a very accurate mark that you will never forget is where you are trying to cut. You're going to roll your tape measure so that the edge is flat against the board and you can have as perfectly lined up a line as you can. You're going to take your pencil.
I can't hear nothing. My computer freezing now. I'm so hot. Why does my computer do this shit? Maybe laughing. It must be something funny. I can't even hear what she's saying. Give me context, Jason. The whole video is jumpy on my end. I don't know why my computer always does this. So I didn't hear nothing she said after the first 10 seconds when she said why this mark isn't right. Then it started jumping around. So give me context, Jason. What's she saying?
She?
Yeah.
She?
Yeah, that's a girl, ain't it?
Ain't it? So you don't even know?
I'm telling you, it's a woman. You can
It's
hear
a dude.
Not the one talking.
Dude. That is a dude.
The one talking? That's not.
Right there in the red?
The leader? That's a woman teaching them how to like.
I don't know any leader that gets fucked in the asshole by a dick. I don't know any leader that gets fucked in the ass.
I'm saying that's a leader of that group trying to teach them how to properly mark and place and construct.
That's a dude. See the Adam's apple? See the Adam's apple? See the no titties? See the gut? See the calves? That's a dude.
A tomboy.
So here, time out. Rio, where the fuck you at, Rio? Rio, yeah, motherfucker. I'm coming for your ass, Rio. This is you. Rio, this is you and all you fucks who don't have this. This is you, motherfuckers, without social media, motherfucker. Yeah. Now what? Full circle, motherfucker. This is you, Rio. And all you fucking nobodies who couldn't fucking cut a board if it fucking life depended on it. You fucking weirdos. You fucking nobodies. This is who you are, motherfucker. Rio. Look at that. I mark it, and then, oh, what if you don't mark it? Baby. Motherfucker don't know what a miter saw is besides the motherfucker that mitered his asshole shut. None of these motherfuckers know any of this shit. What are we doing? Motherfuckers wearing Crocs, homie, in a construction work spot with no hard hat, no fucking, these motherfucker nobodies.
Them are shoes to me.
Look at this motherfucker. Go back to this. Look at these other weirdo fucks. Holy fuck. You got Keith Smith over there. You got fucking, what's him over there? Rio. You got, look at that fucking weirdo blue hair. Why do everybody got purple and blue hair? Why do all you fucks got the same haircut, homie? Why do they all look the fucking same? Fat, white, fucking liberal weirdo fucks. So you're telling me I'm going to go there to get my fucking construction license? And I also learn how to suck a dick? Holy fuck. I got this guy is an influencer, by the way. You guys are right, Rio. He is an influencer. They are content creators. They influenced me to suck a dick. And learn how to use a miter saw. Holy fuck. You guys just did create something new. Holy fuck. I'm wrong. You're right, Smitty. I'm wrong. I have to come out and say I admit I'm wrong. This guy said I know how to take an ass and cut a piece of wood.
Did she say that in the video?
You did create something new, homie.
Did she say that in the video? Because I couldn't hear it.
Yeah.
She actually said that? Or are you making that piece up?
You keep misgenderizing them or whatever they say. Homie, what's
only
the word?
Only thing that this person was doing is teaching this group how to properly use a saw and how to construct problems.
What's the word called? Misgenderizing?
All this person is doing, my guy. So you should be proud that somebody who's younger. Hold on, homie. You should be proud that somebody who's younger is being hands-on, not being on the phone, and they're doing some of the stuff that you like to do, that you like to value.
I can't.
You should be happy that they're
I can't do
you
it.
see real value in hands-on stuff. You see more value in this.
Is his dick tucked under the belt? Why is his
somebody's? Those are somebody's in your book, in your eyes.
Right here. Is his dick tucked under the belt? Why is
I don't know what anybody's.
Why is the belt here? Is the dick tucked? Why is the
thinking about that person? I don't even know.
But why is the belt here?
That's where her back. I mean, where the person's back is at, homie.
What?
That's where the back is at. I don't understand. Everybody's body shaped differently. You worry about the wrong stuff, homie. Listen, the person's right here educating them on how to do this, how to market, how to slice it. They're being hands-on. It's old school. You said young generation ain't got no skills. They're doing all the stuff right here in front of you. What's the issue, homie? What's the issue? They doing what you want to do. So hold on. You can't. So you got influencers. They're nobody. They're on their phones. Then you get somebody like this who's hands-on. You can't win for losing in JB's eyes. You just a bottle of negativity. Go ahead, Jason. It's 9:08.
I'm holding my hand. I saw this mark. I'm like, what the fuck is all this? From the anchor, homie. I got bruised like a motherfucker.
I got sun bumps on my arm. A lot of time when I'm in the sun, my skin. When I'm in the sun too long, it hits my skin. I got like little red bumps on my arm right here.
Nah,
it's crazy.
Unless the bitch was holding my shit when she was, I don't know. But here's the thing. Here's the issue I have on. I want to ask. I raised my hand to ask.
So last question is 9:09.
Can we show the video again?
Yeah.
What is the behind the man talking or the made up human? What's on the wall, the board, like that post that's behind them right there? What is that tape? And some shit's hanging. But what's that tape right there? Why is it that color of? I've never seen masking tape or construction tape that color. Have you?
No.
No?
Mm-mm.
Weird.
Right, it probably just markers though. Just
But you and all the content creators could go in there and cut that board, know everything?
No, but we could learn easily. It don't take a genius to do this. No disrespect. Like I know you value that so high. You can cut a board and you can change the oil, change the tire. I know you value that. Like that's like top tier grown man stuff. And that we need all y'all. Appreciate y'all. But it don't take a genius to learn that. Is all I'm saying. I can go to a trade school and go get my certificate and figure it out. Is all I'm saying. If we need to do that. But my generation is trying to think smarter, not harder, and utilizing our skill sets in other ways. And social media is just one of those avenues that some of us have decided to excel in. And there's a lot of people in my generation who are accountants or people who are doctors, nurses, everything and in between. But there's also another avenue of social media that we're also excelling in as well. And you still have to deal with it.
So you can build a house. This guy can teach you how to build a house. It's not hard at all. So construction's easy.
You didn't say that.
You just say you can learn it. No problem. It's so easy.
You asked me, could I go in there and cut that board is what you asked me. I said, yes, if I taught how to do it properly, yes, I can. Work cable, because you made a comment earlier, like, if the internet went off, your generation will just be screwed. So guys can't do shit. Difference between can't and not wanting to do it and not focusing on that as a career path. You guys had to do this back in the day because you didn't have options. We got college degrees and we're smarter than y'all, contrary to belief. My generation is way smarter than your generation. We're way more educated. We're way more educated. That's a fact.
I want to be clear.
We all went to college, got a degree. Your generation did not do that. Y'all go to the high school, and that was like, oh my God. So we're smarter than y'all, which means we're moving smarter than y'all.
Here's the thing.
To believe. Facts.
If this little construction is math based, and you got to fucking be precise. If this little gay bastard cuts that fucking thing a half inch short.
Why you call him a bastard? Like you don't know what situation is with this person's father. The father could be in the life. You don't know anything.
If this little gay bastard cuts that motherfucker an eighth of an inch short, that whole house falls. And every gay inside of it. And I'm just telling you, he better be fucking precise with that shit.
You don't know nothing about building houses, bro. Stay in your lane. You're a football coach. You're a football guy.
I grew up in construction, mechanic, all that hands-on labor.
You made stuff at your house. Kudos to you, but you're not a house. You can't build houses, homie. That's not your trade.
That's what I'm saying. But you're saying it's like easy. This little gay weirdo motherfucker can teach everybody how to make a house.
It's easy. I'm saying you talk like it takes Einstein to learn how to do all this stuff. All I'm saying is, homie, there's a lot of people who I went to school with who's hands-on, who doing these type of things. Plumbers, all this type of stuff, homie.
Hey, contrary to belief, Speed Canetti cannot fucking build a house, homie. Just FYI.
And you can't build a house.
He can't learn either. He can't learn it either.
And you can't be an influencer at a high level. It's a lot of stuff. Exactly. We all got different skills. God gave us all different skill sets, homie.
No, they picked them.
And it's Kai Sinet and it's Speed are separate people. Don't put it together.
Huh?
It's Kai Sinet and then there's Speed. Two different humans. You said Speed Sinetti. What?
They're the same to me.
It's 9-13, bro.
All one.
Say your last thing right now.
It's Drewski, Sinetti, Canetti, and fucking Speed. All and Gilly, all one person. Absolute nobody. We'll see you tomorrow. Let's Talk That Talk Tuesday. Steve Kim will join us. We got a lot of boxing to talk about, a lot of guests all week long. We want the same exact amount of people tomorrow or more, nothing less. If there's less people, we won't do a show. So pound the like, subscribe, become a member today. And if you haven't hit the like button, then shame on you. And you should be castrated by that fucker right there cutting that board. So Real Coach JB, for Smitty, for Bailey in the back, we'll see you tomorrow, God willing. Peace.
This the real JB. You better buy the skin real quick.